Hello, 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 hello. Testing. One, two, three, four. One, two. This guy.
Bestie?
Hello. She didn't say anything.
Oh, nice. I saw it was just her in there. I was like, oof, I don't want to join that.
Academy Ascent. That one's gotta be over here
Yeah. I'm surprised there's not more people around. It's 6 minutes to go.
somewhere. Yeah.
She's having mic issues.
Let's go.
Navani?
Jace.
You okay?
I'm so sunburned. And also, I ate like half a pizza, so I'm tired now.
You're just crushing it, buddy.
Hello.
I think Senri is having mic issues.
Was that a pug?
You hear him playing?
I heard.
Yeah, that's them playing. fucking cute, ain't they?
Shower. Hey, how did you put two things of details up at the same time?
Ah, need me to teach you something in WoW, huh?
God,
The tables turned. I don't
never
remember.
mind. I'll figure it out.
Firing up WoW. I don't remember. Otherwise, I would tell you. I think I had to go into the settings. Like, it's not just like a pop-up on the details itself. I had to go in the settings because I usually show heals per second and then damage, and then sometimes interrupts if we're in an interrupty fight. I like to make sure Will's on his toes. The pugs. Just tugging up a storm, dude. Anyone know what the soft cap is?
Mm-mm.
It looks like 30%.
Hello.
What's happening?
Well, well, well. Look who it is.
I
Mrs.
know.
Folgers.
What? I just came from running around everywhere. It's been a nutty day.
Is Cloud playing Zelda yet?
Yes, he has been since yesterday. He seems to be liking it so far. All of the internet's definitely liking it so far. I've seen all kinds of crazy shit people are building.
It's
Yeah,
really good.
actually, you know what? I can't make raid for unrelated reasons.
Oh yeah. Bitch, it is Mother's Day and my mother's birthday, and I'm here. You best be raiding.
Questions, how many Mother's Day cards did you have to buy?
I hate you.
How many?
One.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. That opening was just a good opportunity right there.
Hello? Who the heck just got in here?
Bug spray should take out bugs. Keep it full. Unlike others, stick around.
Hello.
Zebo goes from kill to clean in
Hello.
just seconds. Stay free.
Howdy, howdy.
How's it going?
Bug jet.
Can't complain. How about you?
Not too bad.
Good, good.
Was a busy day, but a good day.
Excellent, excellent.
Is Heather at Keys? Does she have a good Mother's Day?
She and Liddy went to go watch the Mario Brothers movie. I stayed home and did a little bit of cleaning and whatnot. And yeah, we're gonna have some Culvers for dinner.
Ah, that's awesome.
I don't know. I think he probably played video games all day.
I did get into the new Zelda game. It's
Shocker.
dope.
Yeah,
It's dope.
I was watching Colin play it, and I've seen a bunch of stuff online.
Don't spoil anything. I
insane.
haven't been able to play because I've been working all week.
Like, I don't know anything really about the story anyway. I just know some of like the ability stuff. I guess if you count that as spoilers, then I won't say anything else. But...
I do.
Okay.
At this point, I would consider the entire game spoilers.
I just think like a mechanic you would see like in a trailer. I guess I don't count that stuff as spoilers, but I guess if someone like avoided trailers, then it makes sense. You know?
I like barely got started up, and my brother came in and was like, "Blah blah blah! Look at all these spoilers." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, see that's fucked up.
So there's this dude named Link, right?
Oh my god, I hate that guy. The opening was interesting though.
It's very impressive in many ways.
What's impressive is that it's running on the Switch at all.
Yeah. Although apparently, like the random NPCs are made using face generation and stuff. Supposedly, that's what I heard.
But I haven't had like any of the problems people are experiencing, like frame rate issues. None. I haven't had none of that, and I'm on like a day one Switch.
I have noticed like a little bit of frame droppage, like when you activate some of your abilities, but like it it isn't major to me. Like I've played on shitty computers my entire life. I've played all the old games and shit. So I mean, a little bit of frame droppage, that's like nothing to me.
What
Like,
about the frame droppage from like the new Star Wars game? How does that work for you?
I haven't played the new Star Wars game.
Oh, it's rough.
I heard it's bad.
That's what I'm seeing as well. Like even on top end cards, you get like 30 to 40.
Hello,
FPS.
sorry.
Hello. Oh, you're good. I was also late by Becca standards, at least.
I'm gonna start making the raid team.
I'm almost in game. I obviously, as we talked about raid, and I was excited for raid and all of that, and then I also remembered that it is my mom's birthday, but I didn't like add those two things together. So today's been great, but a little chaotic.
Oh,
I'm playing that new Star Wars game on a PS5, and I notice stuff. Like, I'm playing in performance mode. It definitely drops below 30 sometimes. Like, it's just not a very well optimized game. Other than that, though, the game is fantastic.
I'll pick it up in 3 months when they remove De Nuovo, which will clear up a lot of the problems they're seeing. It's just using a lot of memory and CPU.
Heather, can you switch to your hunter,
Yep.
please? Yep. I'm gonna ask everyone to go check their gems and enchants now before we go in. Sophie, you haven't really dabbled in our guild bank, but there's all sorts
I
of stuff in
dabble.
there.
Could I do some dabbling?
Yeah,
She's in the guild. Sophie,
she is.
welcome.
What am I supposed to do with the guild bank?
Dabble.
Oh, is
Well, in the guild bank, you'll find anything you need, but especially for raid, you should take a stack of health potions, take a stack of the flasks that you prefer, take a rune, everyone should have a Vantis rune as well, because we're going to use them on this tonight.
Oh yeah, we
okay.
are.
I have all of those things except the rune stuff. I don't have runes.
Okay.
I know how to use guild things totally. It's in my abilities.
Or you
It's
could
in
just
general.
go to the actual bank.
Mobile banking. Found it.
Yeah.
Go to the actual bank like Chase? I don't man.
Yeah, Chase of Drakenheim or whatever.
Oh man. First Valdraken. I don't know.
Yeah, VC Bank, Valdraken City Bank.
Who am I missing? Oh, Becca.
Me, I was finishing up World Quest.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, Sophie's in the guild, everybody.
Welcome officially.
Welcome.
Google gobble
No.
one of us.
I'm excited. Now we just have to convince her wife that WoW is superior to all else.
I can hear you right now.
See? Oh no.
This is, you know what? Everyone in this Discord, this is your one chance.
Oh my god. Tell her she's smart. She's a handsome lady.
She can hear you.
Fucking buttered up right now.
Is it? She's the one who had the Rayla themed character.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yes. Please come back. Just for that reason alone.
you see that got you.
No. If you ever want to come back though, you know.
Now she's gone. Now she's
Aw.
Vantis Rune, Aberrus, Shadow Crucible. Yeah, I can take one of those.
Tyson, are you still in the car, you lunatic?
Uh-huh.
She's gonna drive and raid at the same time, guys. That's skill.
That sounds like an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, 100%. First pulse, we're gonna hear a crash.
Not driving, you goober.
It's gonna be like, sorry guys, I crashed my car.
Yeah.
Raiding and riding.
Well,
I love it.
if it ends up being too much, or if you start to feel like car sick or anything, no hard feelings. Do what you need to do.
I
But
do this shit all the time.
all right,
Damn.
I trust you. Oh,
So you broke these up into cute little stacks of 2 because they're each 2 hours. That's enough for a raid.
it is.
You're my favorite person.
Thanks.
God,
You
I
too.
love this.
Yeah, I don't want people to have to like think too much. That's something we struggle with in this guild, right, guys?
What?
It's a brain thing.
Thinking is bad.
I just press the glowy things, alright?
Just do what the Lord tells you.
Yeah.
I do what the lore tells me.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know if it's the Lord or the demon inside my head. I'm having a little trouble deciphering.
Right. All right. Make sure your gear is prepared. Is anyone not in the group? Well, nice to see you, Navani. We're happy
Yeah.
you're here. can see you're thrilled to be here.
I'm severely sunburned, and I ate half pizza, so I'm sleepy now.
You better get up and move about the cabin then.
Do a little coke, you'll be fine.
Oh no, Sophie, you can DPS until Cinria decides she can't do it.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna raid inspect while we get everyone here. I know we're running a little late and not actually stressing it tonight because we only have the one boss to work on. So,
And
anytime.
heroic.
And then we can go heroic.
Well, if we get there.
Elite raiding force.
Fuck yeah.
Khalid, you need boot. You need ring and weapon enchant. Pug, you need bracer enchants.
I already did it.
You want me to refresh it?
I have it. No worries.
Does everybody have the 80,000 gold belt enchant?
No. Oh my god, what? Let's talk about the 60,000 Shadow Flame enchant.
I think you weren't supposed to get them for a couple weeks because it's locked behind like the Blum Niffen rep, but people were choosing it. So, yeah.
We'll sniff it out.
Navani, do you think me and you can clear this trash?
I got the joke, Westy.
If your pets don't die,
I'll turn on pet taunt.
Navani, you ever done smelling salts?
no.
Pet taunt's on. If you want to try, if you want to have some fun.
I mean, I think we'll beat our ass, but yeah, go for it.
As long as it's not the whole room.
We should get you to do some smelling salts before raid, Navani.
Just have me play a competitive game beforehand, and I'll be wide awake.
It adds up, man. So yeah, getting nickel and dime to death. Yeah, it's like you're fighting an affliction warlock, and it's like you just got a bunch of dots on you, and it's just slowly.
I have a
taking you down.
424 item level, guys.
That's the way it feels.
Holy shit.
Deep in it, yeah. You have to pay for internet too. Yeah, and that's not even
Up to
counting like your.
414.
I mean, bro.
Pretty good,
I
Pug.
know
Nice
how
job.
it is.
Thank
You've
you.
got
People
the
could learn a
fucking-
thing or
you've
two
got
from
your
you.
phone bill. You've got your
Right, guys?
car payment.
I doubt
Like,
that.
I've
I don't
never
think I
had to
have
make a
one
car
thing
payment.
learned
Like,
yet.
What?
Let's take a look at my item levels here.
Did you ever get that offhand?
No, and I've run it 21 times now. I think it's 21. I lost count. How many times
That
did we
is-
run it Octet with Sophie? 3?
I think 3.
Do we jump into the lava to get to this boss?
No, take the jewel.
So then I think I'm at 20 runs now.
Where is this raid?
In the cavernous deeps.
Oh, I don't want to go there.
Oh, that's neat. When the tank showed up, pet taunt auto turned off. I didn't turn it off.
Hmm.
I used to have an add-on that I used for when I tanked called Bad Hunter No.
EA,
It would-
thanks, Will.
It's the best name.
I know. And that used to tell me when people taunted off me. It was really handy because hunters were fucking infamous for that. And they'd be like, "My pet." You'd be like, "Yeah, he's fucking taunting."
Yeah.
You remember Aspect of the Cheetah?
Oh my
Or
god.
no, Aspect of the Pack.
Yeah, we called that
Hunter
Hunter
challenge mode.
Hunter challenge mode. Yep.
We just called it aspect of the dazed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember
Mm.
Mocking Blow?
Mocking blow. I don't actually.
I got
Okay, equip Eyes on the Beast in your hotbar. I will quote the South Park World of Warcraft till the day I
Oh,
die.
I fucking hate South Park.
But have you
Such a
seen
good
the WoW
episode.
episode?
I have. All it did was aggravate me that they were like completely like it was nonsense. You can't farm boars to max level.
That's the
I
joke.
know.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's some really good
Like,
jokes in there, like
But
he killed everyone in the Arathi Highlands.
you could
How
just
many people were there? Over 10,000. I've never seen that many people in Arathi.
Yeah. What?
you could just sit outside and play with the ball all day, or you could stay at your computer and do something that matters.
That is true.
I like that Namara saw the episode and was like immediately like, actually, you can't level that way. And furthermore, you would have to travel to at least 4 different zones.
Actually, I
Hail-
think you kind of can level like that now.
Shit.
You
my
can
God.
now. Oh my god, I was stunned, unstunned, and then promptly stunned again.
Oh my God.
And I took
Right.
off Ted with me.
Yeah, my father got a lot of mileage out of that episode. Like every Sunday,
Like
he'd be like,
on you.
how many boars you killed this week? It's just like, Jesus, Dad.
Oh, fucking boomers, man.
What's horrible is like, and I try to explain, like I was talking to my therapist, and it's so hard to explain these kinds of things to people because you know that even someone in a position like your therapist who's just like, will be like, yeah, that sounds great. Even if in their head, they're like, that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. They're not going to say that to you. And you're explaining it and you're just like, I'm not explaining this well. It doesn't sound right. You're just like, fuck. People don't get it unless they do it. But I'm like, it's
Though.
well, like, she's like, oh, it sounds like you have a ton of friends that you have around all the time. And I'm like, well, no, they're not around necessarily, but she's like, well, you talk to them a lot. Are you on the phone? And I'm like, well, kinda. Like, it's hard.
You're explaining rating to your therapist?
Hence, because that's where it ends up. And she's like, oh, so you all just get in the call every week and just hang out? And I'm like, well, because we're playing a game. Just,
Well,
so.
you're not
It's
alone because
like-
I had to explain it to my therapist too.
It's
Yeah.
like if a sports team ran their game through Zoom.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
That's a good one. That's good.
So it's tricky. But all right. Sin is offline, which is not a good sign. Sin, can you hear us, honey?
First car I had, my dad bought for me. I was incredibly lucky for that. And then after that, I bought the next one.
All right,
Piece of
Sophie,
shit too. But
let's
yeah,
have you
then
switch.
have to pay for...
Hopefully she'll be home soon.
Okay, I'm not there. You
That's
guys
fine.
forced me to go into this underground place, and so now I'm here.
Oh, no one summoned her?
Miserable.
Oh
Yeah.
God. How do we get off this?
You need to head.
No!
Like this.
You need to head north.
Is it? It says Aberrus. That seems like
Aberrus approach.
Yep.
that seems like where Aberrus might be.
Very good deduction. Reasoning.
Yeah, I took a class on critical thinking. It really helped.
It's very impressive, especially, for your gender.
What the fuck?
Just
Earlier I said
casual
something like that.
sexism.
I said something like that. What was it in context? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it was good. But this time I decided to let you swing in the wind.
You did!
Yeah.
I got
'cause it was
wind
more,
burn.
it's more fun to do that now that we got all these other people here.
Fucking women. I, as I've always said, great deal of respect. I like a powerful woman. I like any kind of woman, except sexually.
Says that a
Which
lot.
which means that you know that it's genuine. Because I'm not interested in your,
That's exactly right. I mean,
your wobbly bits. Whatever.
I was worried. I
His
was
sin's
worried
moving around.
about
Roast beef
Trump
curtains?
grabbing me by the pussy, but then he said
Yeah.
that nobody respects women more than him. So,
Yeah. So then
it's
it was
like,
okay. All right. Well, then go ahead.
yeah, I get it.
Brendan, how would you feel though if I came up and just grabbed your balls, just like? Would you be like, bro?
How firm is your grip? Are we
Well,
talking
how
like
famous are you? Because that was
like
part of it too, right?
Oh my god.
is it like an aggressive grab, like you're trying to hurt me, or like what's
No,
up?
but like, you
It's like
know,
it's a bowling ball grip.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
You trying to check my
I mean, maybe
am
I'm
I
looking for
coughing when I'm doing
yeah,
this?
looking for lumps. I don't know.
Is he using the holes and
I
everything?
mean, so
Like, what's
because
going
I
on?
do
Why a
I
bowling ball? Why a bowling ball?
I gave Chase hernia checks throughout college constantly just to make sure his health was good during our design
That's
classes.
really nice of you.
I know. He didn't appreciate it though.
No.
You didn't
Okay.
have to roofie me first.
Oh my god.
It's the only way
Wait,
you'd
did we
hang
just
out
get
with me.
Bug's real name?
We knew
Yeah,
Chase's
you'll
name,
do
didn't
it.
we?
Oh,
It's
I
like
I didn't.
Sophie. Like Sophie is referred to by as Sophie by like all the people she hangs out with, so I don't call her anything but Sophie. You know,
I,
I don't. I
I
don't know if
get
she likes
Pug
it. I don't
a
care.
lot,
I don't
even
care
though people know
either.
it.
I mean,
I think Sophie's a gorgeous name. So
it's there's only one problem with the name. It's otherwise it's perfect. I love Sophie as a name, but everyone's name has this one problem, and mine is so we. So we is my problem. Because so we went downstairs means Sophie perks up her head every time someone says
oh, that's true.
yeah, it's okay.
Good point.
I had a friend named Amy and she was like, fuck you. Like literally the word me is in my name.
That's true too. It's
My
even worse.
my name's a fucking verb, so
Chase. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
I will say,
Yeah.
like, oh look, I just did it. Will, like that happens to me
Where-
too. Yeah, I just
my
did it.
last name is also a word, so it's
What's
even
your last
better.
Where,
Done.
my name is so hard. My
Wait,
name gets me randomly searched at the airport.
That's
so
true, Colin.
Every single time we fly, yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Chase, what is your last name? Dunn?
Yeah,
Chase Dunn.
Is it Dunn?
yeah.
Oh, like, well, that's Jean's last name is Dunn.
I feel like that's a pretty common
It
name. Like,
is. Yeah.
It's a very Irish last name.
oh, Irishies. Yeah. I don't know how to be discriminatory against them, but I'm sure.
You talk about potatoes and that we like to drink our beer at room temperature, which I think is a fucking atrocity.
That
Okay.
is
My last name's Sullivan,
terrible.
so.
I hate you and your stale potato beers.
Well, they're also
It was
drunk.
a good start.
Okay.
We'll work on it.
I-
Oh yeah, we
I'm,
are
new-
drunk.
I'm just a fledgling racist. I have made a full loop around this raid now, and I don't know.
Sophie, just come down right in the lava, right as you enter.
You
Jump
hit
right
the
down to
crystal.
lava.
The crystal will
Oh,
teleport you here.
the lava.
Oh yeah, or the crystal.
The crystal.
See,
Well,
Sophie,
I've long passed behind any crystal, but I can jump in the lava.
Pog,
Oh no.
Can you get me back up there?
Sin, what's
tried
your
at one
first name?
point.
Sin, I don't know your first name.
Also, can your family hear us in the car?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have my headphones on.
I was about to say I just made 2 curse jokes. I gotta be careful if so.
You're at your limit, buddy.
All right, once Sophie finally fucking
Chelsea.
arrives,
I
holy
got-
shit!
Everyone forgot about me.
I
Everyone
tapped
left me
them
behind.
specifically to summon you.
Well, I mean, you're
They
not
did.
Dre, so it's not like we couldn't
I'm not Dre.
Oh, I gotta switch towns.
forget about Dre. Never mind.
So-
Dr. Dre.
Yes.
While we're waiting for Sophie, really quick, everybody. This fight has very little ad situations, but there are some very important ads that will need to be cleaved down quickly, and there will be a number of them. They don't have a ton of health, but enough that I think if you're wondering what talents to run, I would say go with primarily single target. Just get a little bit of some cleaving potential if possible, if you can. And Becca, we're gonna want lots of stuns, so let's get your totem on that. I'll have my fear ready, things like that. Jeffrey, your spinning kick, what is it? That one. So once we get into the strategy, I'll talk more about what we're gonna do with that. But I just wanted
Is
to let
my
you know.
Earth Grab totem also handy,
No.
or just stuns?
Just the stuns, yeah. Anything that you can stun or mass silence with, that's what we're looking for.
And I need to be a tank now, yeah?
No, Sin, are you here? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you disconnected there for a bit now.
Yeah, I just restarted because I wanted to make sure all my set. I had issues with Discord and I just restarted. I don't
Oh,
to
okay.
make sure.
But your connection seems okay?
Yep.
Cool, okay.
I mean,
I
it's a
imagine.
little higher than what I'm used to, but I'm still functioning and my buttons are clicking when I push them.
All right, cool.
I imagine she's in the back of like a van with her whole desk, just sitting there.
That would be fucking hilarious. That's how I would like to go. Take a trip? Hell yeah. Let me set up my computer. Okay, so everyone's here. I'm gonna ready check. I'm gonna make sure I have everyone's full attention. So this is not for the poll. This is to say that yes, I'm paying attention. Yes, you have my full attention. No, Pug, I'm not gonna walk away and go to the bathroom. No,
Keep the hits
Sophie, I'm
down.
not gonna go get high.
Oh, I can
Okay,
do that right here. Don't worry.
well that's fine. Just don't leave.
No, I'm actually here listening. Doing
Okay,
things.
perfect. All right, so this is the three-phase fight. We got to see a lot of it. Not that we had any clue what was going on. For those of you who watched the video, feel free to chime in if you have a suggestion or if I explained something incorrectly. I also recommend have your dungeon journal open so that if a question pops up, you can ask me about the ability as I go. So before I even cover the phases, I want to talk about one very important mechanic throughout this fight, and that's called Oblivion. If you look in your dungeon journal, it's the first thing you'll see. Oblivion is an ability or debuff that's applied to every player by most of the abilities he casts throughout phase 1, 2, and 3. It is a stacking dot, which is a problem, but what's good about this is that when a player reaches 10 stacks, they are sent into the emptiness. That is where some of us had gone. I think all of us had actually seen it because it does at one point send everybody in, and I'll explain when. But so everyone got to see that emptiness phase, right? Where we were kind of like in between. In that room, there are lots of little stars all over the place. They're called astral flares. They're little things. Those will give you a buff that stacks up to 10 times that gives you haste and movement speed for about 20 seconds after after you pick it up. So when you go into the emptiness, the one you really want to do is you want to take advantage of it. You want to get as many of those stacks within 25 seconds as you can, and then use the 3 large circles that are there to restore your mind essentially and come back to the physical realm. So this is a really important part of the fight. Some of us are going to be spending a lot of time in the emptiness, and I'll talk about who and why as we go. Any questions about Oblivion and the emptiness between stars and all of that?
With the big circles, we don't need to touch all three. Just one of them will take us back,
No,
right?
all 3 actually.
We have to touch all 3. So
Yep,
really, when we get to like 20 seconds, we should probably be trying to hit the big ones.
So what I plan to do is sort of like have a route where I'm going to run through 2 of the big ones as I'm getting the little ones, and then make my way to the final third one. Yeah. Good
Okay.
question though. No, that's a good question. Any Octet, do you have one?
No, I'm trying to
You
watch
try to
the
get
video and listen to
all
you.
the little things in there, or just most? Is there like a time?
So you have 25 seconds to get out, or you will be killed.
Okay.
And you don't have to go higher than 10. So you want to try and make sure you time your 10th pickup with right before you leave, which is why I was saying to Becca, I'm going to plan a route to get the 2 big ones as I'm going. And then right as I'm about to leave, I'll try to get another 10th and get the hell out. So I have as many as I can get out with. Because it's going to be a sizable haste buff.
Well, I'm just like, if you could exit there right away and just start DPSing immediately, is it really worth the haste buff or whatever?
Well, if it's not for your class, but it is 5% per stack, so it's more haste
Oh,
than
that's
lust.
huge. Okay, yeah.
50% haste. If you
Okay.
So for classes that for value haste, like Jeffrey, for example, he doesn't value haste. He may not feel that it's worth it to stay in for that long. But
Like
for me,
I don't either. So healing wise, I could pop out and be ready for people if haste is
There you
useful
go.
for you to stay in. So
Yeah, it
does that
is.
make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can really use your own judgment here on how long you want to stay. You can come in, get some stats, leave. You don't have to, though. You can leave immediately if that's what you prefer. Um, so, and we'll, again, I'm going to dive into the people that are going in. I'm going to specifically target people who value haste as the people primarily going in the most often. So, any other questions? Those were good questions, though. Excited. All right. So let's talk about phase 1. Phase 1 does not have a percent of health that he casting, like he's not going to transition at 60%. It's based on when he casts certain abilities. So throughout this fight, throughout this phase, we're going to have a debuff being cast on us called Oppressing Howl. This is a knockback, a little bit of a knockback. Obviously, if you're near an edge, you're going to get tossed off, so don't do that. But what it does is it's going to deal damage, it's going to knock us back, and it's going to afflict us with a stack of Oppressing Howl. And this stack increases the damage you take from all of his subsequent abilities in phase 1. And it has some other effects too. But most important is that if you still have a stack of Oppressing Howl on you when the boss begins to cast an ability called Glittering Surge, you're going to get hit really hard by the Glittering Surge, and you're going to be dazzled. And that is going to stun you for 12 seconds. So not only is it essentially lethal damage, but it's also going to stun you. So in all likelihood, if you still have Oppressing Howl on you, you're going to get stunned and killed. So how do we avoid this? Well, there are some other abilities he casts that are going to remove Oppressing Howl, and like Glittering Surge, there are some additional effects, but they're less deadly. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to split the group into two. So half of group 1, you're going to make it your mission to remove your Oppressing Howl. And I'll talk to you again about how you'll do that. Group 2 will go second, group 1 will go first. So group 1, when I say, okay, remove your Oppressing Howl, you're going to execute what you need to do to remove it. The reason we don't want the whole raid removing it at once, though, Becca, especially this is for you and I, is because when it's removed, we are all afflicted by something called Echoing Howl, which deals pretty sizable raid damage to every player. So if we were to have the whole raid remove their Oppressing Howl at once, it would probably kill us. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to split the groups, 1 and 2. So the 2 other abilities that we can use to remove Echoing Howl are Scorching Bomb. Or no, excuse me. Scorching Bomb is not one of them. Sorry. Searing Breath is one of them. The boss will cast Searing Breath in front of him 3 times in quick succession. If you are hit by it while you have Oppressing Howl, it will remove Oppressing Howl. It'll deal damage through Echoing Howl and the ability Searing Breath itself, and it'll put another debuff on you called Seared. This will cause fire damage over time. It's actually the least problematic. So group 1, you're going to be dealing, and I don't know which. It depends on which order they come in. And I don't know if it changes, if it's consistent. So we're going to play it by ear. But group 1, if you see Searing Breath coming out after Oppressing Howl, group 1 is going to go eat the Searing Breath. Try to only take 1 hit of it if you can. But if you get multiple, it's fine. And then you're going to walk away. And you're no longer going to have the Howl. The other ability that removes it is Mass Disintegrate. So the boss targets, we saw it a little bit in phase 1, he targets the players with arrows. Those 3 players are going to be hit with Mass Disintegrate. Anyone that still has their Howl, or in this case group 2, you're going to stand with those players. And you're going to take the Mass Disintegrate. And that's going to remove your stack of Oppressive Howl. It does put Disintegrated on you, which is a massive amount of arcane damage, and it slows your movement speed by 25% for 5 seconds. So it's the second option. It's not my favorite, but one group is going to have to take the breath, and one group is going to have to take the Mass Disintegrate. Remember to pay attention. If you were in group 1, and you've already gotten rid of your Oppressing Howl, right? You don't need to go and stand in the Mass Disintegrate. So pay attention. If you don't have it anymore, don't take extra abilities you don't need. It's really a test of our own ability to pay attention to whether or not we need something. The other thing that I did mention earlier is Scorching Bomb. That's in phase 1. Those were the big bombs that are dropped. They're going to drop down, and anyone within 10 yards is going to take damage. We just need to move away from these. That's all. Nothing else needs to be dealt with them. But it is going to prepare us for an ability we're going to see in phase 2. So it's kind of just like an introductory ability. Finally, for the Tank Buster, we have Burning Claws. This is a sort of 1 stack per type thing. And when it falls off of you, the raid is blasted with the damage you took from it. So it's just like Razagath in phase 3. So if you are hit for Burning Claws and then you don't mitigate it, we're all going to get hit for that equivalent. We don't want that. So make sure you're mitigating and you're only taking 1 stack per tank. So that's phase 1. Any questions? No? Okay. Forget all the ability names. Don't panic. Just remember Pressing Howl. And remember, you need to get it off. Yeah, that's the big thing. So phase 2 is when things get a little bit more complicated, but not by much. So we'll know we're entering phase 2 after he casts Glittering. When he casts that ability in phase 1, that is letting us know he's moving into phase 2. In phase 2, he becomes soaked in the void and all that stuff, which means it's just going to get more annoying than he was in the first. And the big mechanic that we need to worry about here now are void bombs. So I mentioned that in phase 1, the blasting bombs are going to prepare us for a mechanic in this phase. Void bombs will come out, and they're going to deal shadow damage to everybody within 12 yards. But their real problem is after 20 seconds, they will detonate, and they will wipe us, essentially. We might be able to heal through one going off, but if 2 or 3 void bombs detonate, we're going to die. So we deal with this by having one player run into the void bomb, and it sticks to them, and then that person goes into the emptiness between, and they hold the bomb until it detonates in the emptiness, and it just negates the damage completely. Any questions about that?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, go ahead. What's your question?
How do I get into the emptiness?
So I'm going to get into that. Actually, I think I didn't I already talk about Oblivion when you get to 10 stacks of Oblivion?
Yeah.
I'll mention it again. So this is the
circles you step up.
There's a whole bunch. All of his abilities do cause Oblivion, but some provide more than others. And so one of the abilities in phase 2 that's going to provide lots of it is another ability called Abyssal Breath. So Abyssal Breath just looks just like the Drakthir Deep Breath. He's going to mark a location on the platform within 20 yards of where he is, and he's going to immediately breathe in that direction. It's going to deal damage to anyone it hits, but what's really cool is that if you follow directly behind him in the trail he leaves, you will be inflicted with stacks of Oblivion. So you can very quickly get to 10 and be sent to the empty. So when you see Abyssal Breath going out, get right behind him, follow along, and you're going to be getting stacks of Oblivion, and you'll very quickly be sent into the empty. So this is perfect for people picking up the bombs and going into the empty. Some other reasons we might go into the empty, if you're not a bomb person, is if you reach over 6 stacks of empty, or of Oblivion. If you're sitting there and you're like, man, I'm taking a lot of damage, in all likelihood, the reason is because you've got 6 or 7 stacks of Oblivion, because it is a dot. So the healers are Becca and I are gonna start to feel very stressed out. So when you reach 6 or 7 stacks, you're gonna intentionally use the mechanics to go into the empty to remove those stacks. And I'm going to talk about other abilities that will provide good opportunities to go in. So we've talked about Void Bombs. We've talked about Abyssal Breath. Any questions on those?
Are we gonna like explicitly assign like bomb people?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's the plan.
When you're in the empty and the bomb blows up, does it hurt you too?
Nope. It just sort of fizzles out after the time runs up.
Okay, cool.
So the thing with the bombs, it's a great question, Sophie, is the bombs last 20 seconds. You can only be in the empty for 25 seconds. That does not leave you much time, right? So while we want to get these bombs gone as quickly as we can, we want to make sure that players aren't, go get the bomb, but plan ahead. Know that you have to stay in there until that bomb would have detonated. But if you only leave yourself 5 seconds to get out, you're probably going to run into issues. So if you're down there with a bomb, make sure you're preparing yourself an exit strategy, right? Don't just stand there waiting for the bomb to detonate, looking at the debuff. You need to make sure that you're ready to leave as soon as it goes off, especially if you went in there with it early. If you went in there with it late and it's only going to take 5 seconds, that's fine. You'll know it detonated because there'll be a very obvious animation that comes off of you. So there's no question of, did it detonate? I can't tell, right? It's important that you get out within 25 seconds. Any other questions about that? All right, awesome. So Abyssal Breath, that ability I mentioned that he breathes, and then we follow him if we need stacks of Oblivion. It's also going to cause him to summon ads. So this is the only ad we're going to deal with, and they're called Null Glimmers. I don't know how many he's going to summon. But what they're going to do is they're going to immediately begin casting an ability called Blasting Scream, which is tremendous amounts of rate damage, but most important is it interrupts all spell casting. So we really don't want this going off. So we do need to kill them, but we're going to introduce ourselves like a little rotation of stuns. I'm going to kind of get my pen and pencil. So for stuns, I know Becca is my king stunner. That stun's so good. So we've got Becca's stun. What else do we have for raid or for group stuns, knockdowns, anything like that? We've got shockwave, right? We got leg sweep.
My grip kind of stuns them, and I can pull them to him to cleave them down.
Okay. So yeah, well, you can definitely group them up nicely, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you'll be kind of in charge of getting on with the tanks. So let's do this. I want each time the null glimmers come out in big packs, we're not going to worry too much about individually interrupting them unless you see a one-off. Like if you see one kind of stuck off and he's casting, I need everyone to make it like interrupted. Wind shear, kick, skull bash, whatever you guys have to do. Get in there and stop them. But if let's assume that in a perfect world they're all grouped up, they're beautiful, we've got them, we're cleaving them down. That guy is going to be first priority for stuns. Then Pat is going to be backup for stuns. So Pat, you will only ever stun if there's still a bunch of them up, and they're then we're going to stun. Then, if depending on timing, Becca, how long's the cooldown on yours?
Oh, it's like 30 seconds. It's gnarly. Oh, I lied. It's 54 seconds.
Okay, and Pat, what's the cooldown on shockwave?
I can make it 25 seconds.
Well, I don't want you to change your talents. What is it without that?
40.
Okay, that's okay. We'll make like determinations about that if we, like, oh god, we need more stuns. I don't know how often they'll be out yet. And then Jeffrey, leg sweep has how long?
1 minute.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? Are there any others? Heather, you have intimidate. Ooh, incapacitating roar. Call it. I love it. Means your pet tune. Okay, so Heather, that's an individual stun. That's fine. We got hammer of justice. That's great. Incapacitating roar. Shift invoke. Okay, yeah.
That intimidation for a stun.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of like AoE stuns, but that's awesome. And then my fear.
Binding shot if they move.
Yeah, that could work. We get into a situation where we need like. Well, I mean, like really, if we're really running into problems, we can have Kala take Eurosol's Vortex. He can take Typhoon with Binding Shot. I mean, there's a whole bunch of combinations of things we could do to knock them back and then pull them back in. Very handy stuff. But let's hope we won't need that. So here's what we'll do. Becca and Pat, you're going to be the first rotation of stuns. So Becca will go first. Then Pat, you'll make a determination if you think a second stun is needed. Then the second ones will be Jeffrey and me. So Jeffrey will do the first stun, and then I will fear them if I see that. Again, I'll determine. I'll say, okay, we need more, and we'll go from there. So again, those ads spawn from his Abyssal Breath. So when he's traveling to Abyssal Breath, we're gonna see Null Glimmers pop up. They cast an ability called Blasting Scream that, for the life of us, we need to stop. We're going to focus primarily on stunning them and only then interrupting individually. So any questions about that? All right. The next thing that we have is something called Desolate Blossom. This is just an ability. He's going to put like a bulb of shit on the floor that's going to kind of grow. Not huge, but anyone standing near it is going to take damage, and they're going to get an Absorb Shield. And you know how much Becca and I love healing absorbs. So please, please, please don't stand near it. If you see it pop up, hopefully once we know the fight a bit more, we'll be like, oh, that's Desolate Blossom. We don't want to be on that. It is avoidable, but it is going to be a nightmare if we have to deal with that on top of all the other stuff we're healing through. So let's not stand on them. Ebb and Might is another ability in here. This just is an ability that becomes important in Phase 3, but it is important for the ads. Every time Sargarath casts an ability, he empowers all himself and all his allies, so the ads, meaning that they're going to deal more damage, move faster, and at 10 stacks, they become immune to crowd control and interrupt effects. So if we have an ad that gets loose and it's not being killed, and he is adding these stacks of Ebb and Might to them every time he casts, what we can end up having is an ad that's just free screaming, right? So this is obviously going to be a problem. Hopefully it won't be an issue. I don't think it will be. I think we'll kill the ads fast enough, it won't matter. And then finally, the Tank Buster in Phase 2 is Void Claws. So Starcraft is going to do the same thing he was doing. He's going to hit you hard, and when it expires, it's going to deal damage to all of us based on how much damage it did to you. The good news is, if you are a tank and you have this debuff, and you see the raid is struggling, and you're high on stacks of Oblivion, you can make your own, determination and say, I'm going to go into the emptiness and let this fall off, because anything that happens in there does not damage anyone else. It's only you there. Even if all 10 of us are in there at once, we are alone. So it's awesome. So anytime you have something happening to you, whether that is you picked up a bomb and you need to get rid of it, head into the empty. If you are a tank and you're about to void blast the raid and you know you took a lot of damage, head into the empty, right? And we'll start to see a lot of the things you're like, I don't think the stacks are going to be hard to get if we're intentionally trying to get them. So that's phase 2. That's it. What do you think?
I think we got to see it.
Complicated.
I agree.
Yeah.
Someone gonna say something? I heard a question, maybe. All right. Well, let's talk about bombs. So people who like haste, I know Octet and Heather like haste. I like haste. Who else is like a haste person?
I like haste.
Navani likes it. It's like I like haste. Wes likes haste. Okay, good. So we got a lot of haste likers. Who hates haste? Jeffrey, I know. Who else?
I mean, I just go boom every time I have a lot of.
Okay. So I can't promise that you won't accidentally be sent in. There may be times when your stacks are high and you have to go in. But the people that I want dealing with the bombs are people that are quick on their feet. So I'm going to tell you right now, Khalid, I'm sorry to say, but you have been doing stellar with some of these irritating tasks. We had a conversation with a few of us this week, I think. And we were just like, yeah, Khalid's been fucking killing it. So Khalid, I hope you don't like haste. I mean, I hope you like haste, rather. Because you're going to be one of the bomb people. So your job in phase 2 and 3 is going to be go pick up bombs, try to get into the empty to deal with them. Is that okay?
That's fine, because my DPS is terrible.
That's not why, though.
Stop.
You've been doing, who was it I talking to that was handling the traps? We were like, he fucking killed it. Like, I couldn't even get to the damn things. You're doing an awesome job. Heather, too. Heather, you're going to be the other bomb person with Khalid. So Heather, Khalid, and then I'm trying to think. Navani, I think I'll make it you. Brandon, I want you up here with the ads as much as possible. Maybe I shouldn't send Navani. Pug, you like haste?
Yeah.
Do you think you could do bombs?
Yeah.
Your deep breath stunts, doesn't it?
It can, but I gotta lose a lot of single target to get there. So let me know if you want it.
No. I don't want to change talents.
Well, not a lot, but
So then that gives me all the more reason. So you're going to be the third bomb person. So priority bombs, Heather, Pug, and Khalid. So Khalid's at the top of that list, then Heather, then Pug's back up. I think it's going to be 3 bombs. I don't know. It's hard to tell because all these raid teams have like 70 people in them. And I'm just like, is that going to be how it is for us? Because that's bullshit. But if it's 3 bombs, we got 3 people. If it's 5 bombs, well, we're just going to wait for the next tier. So that's it. I'm not going to talk about phase 3 just yet because I want to see how we do with phase 1 and 2. If that's okay with everyone, I feel like I've thrown a lot at you. And phase 3 gets not too much more complicated. Most of the stuff stays the same, but then there's like this whole new mechanic with like, I don't know, like mountains rising that you got to use to like block the wind. I am never a fan of this mechanic where you have to like see wind blowing. Does anyone know that boss from, what's it called? Vortex Pinnacle, where you have to get upwind and
The
people are like, you just gotta
dragon.
look. Yeah, you gotta look at the wind, and I'm like, what fucking wind?
I actually was watching the video for this, and
Oh, yeah.
it looks like it shows the safe areas on the floor.
Oh, okay. All right, good. So a lot of you seem to know the fight. Let's do the first 2 phases and see how we do. And, you know, if worse comes to worse and we one-shot it, then fuck, hey. Did everyone use a Vantis rune? Everyone's got a flask. Take your potions. Use your Vantis runes. Check your gear. Make sure you got the right talents. All right.
Navani, want to go for a flight?
Jeffrey, you need a flask. Navani, you need a flask. Holland's eating. We need buffs from everybody.
Are we still number one on the server?
No, I have a feeling that other raid saw that we were there, and they've raided all weekend. So they
Oh my
broke their
God.
own raid. Yeah, they broke their own raid time rules and have been raiding. They killed him last night. But we were number one for 2 days, like, and I could see them wiping, and I was like, they're really raiding right now. They were like,
Nerds.
fuck no. Hold on, let me move the tanks into group one.
How many wipes?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look that. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry. I moved the wrong fucking person. Where are you, Derek? There you are. Okay.
So,
Oh,
in group one, we're getting our debuffs removed first, regardless of ability.
Regardless of the ability that comes, correct.
Okay, got it.
Yep. So, and it also, I'll be with group one, Sophie. You'll be with group two.
Oh, I'm in group two now? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I moved you. That's my bad.
All right, got it.
All right, so let's get this show on the road. We're gonna lust at the start and see what we can do to this fucker.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
oh wait. Never mind.
Okay. Move away from the bomb. Oh, we should have bought that to the edges. Everyone move away. Sure you're not near an edge. Right, there's the debuff. Mass disintegrate. So group one, get in there. Woo! Alright, make sure confirm that you had your howling removed. Or pressing howl, yep. Burning claws coming soon. Group two, get ready to remove it.
So I want to stand on this.
Yep. Alright, everyone confirm that you've had your pressing howl removed.
Oh, mine's still there, and I was in the thing.
That's
Yeah,
okay, you can
still
get it
mine.
removed right here. You'll stand in that in frontal cleave.
Cool.
I panicked and bubbled it off.
Okay. Yeah, you don't panic. Don't worry. You still have another 30 seconds before it comes out, so. Alright, if you don't need to get hit by this, please don't. We're all going to be sent into the empty right at the end of this cast.
That fucking hurts.
Yeah, it does. Right.
I got a bunch of babies.
Okay, forgot to mention, one of the tanks needs to go out and interrupt an ability he's casting
I'll go
to
get it.
end existence. Yeah. You got 20 seconds, so you can grab some stacks if you want. So that was the breath. Get ready for ads. There they are. Oh my god, we got like no ads. Alright, Becca, stun him. That's the bomb. Call it, that's you. We got two, it looks like. So let's have Heather take out the next.
And it just sends me in?
Did it send you? No, you have to get 10
No.
stacks of Oblivion first.
Okay. Now I'm in, and I'm dead.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
No, that's okay. This was learning, so keep going if you want. So that right there, that breath, if you run behind him when he's doing that, and I'll announce it once I'm a little more comfortable, because I'm learning too. If those of you with the bombs you can just follow right along behind him. Have we had any bombs go off yet?
I think
Like, one
a
of them's
bomb went
about
off.
to.
It was stuck to me, and I think a bomb went off.
Should we stop healing?
No, keep going, keep going. Oh my god, their cast is so slow.
Oh my god, I have a bomb now.
He's about to... Don't be near the blossom. That's the blossom, which is so subtle.
The big
None of these
thing?
bombs have gone off yet.
What the fuck is...
Did that just go off on you, Becca?
Yeah.
Wait, are these not the bombs? Are these the blossoms? What am I looking at here? Go stand on that, Derek. See what it is.
So I think the bombs initially have like a little like ball that drops down to them, and when you step in the pool, it attaches to you.
The pools make your oblivion stacks go up, and walking behind them doesn't seem to do it.
Interesting. Let's go look back at the Dungeon Journal here.
But
So,
yeah,
like,
those circles, if you stand in them, your oblivion stacks go to 10 super fast.
Weird.
Yeah, so my understanding is, like, I have to grab the bomb and then go stand in the swirl to go into the void to drop the bomb.
Okay. All right. See?
On me right now.
That's when you guys feel free to speak up. If I misunderstood something, or maybe I was looking at something outdated, like, that's awesome. So that's a bomb over there. Okay, so it's even like a kind of little clock, so you can see. See, I was sitting there looking at those round things, thinking those are the bombs, and I was like, there are like 30 bombs on the ground. What is happening?
No, these these things that are like the pillars.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, Colin, can you say that again? So you went in, you picked up the bomb, and then you
All right.
stayed there?
Right. So what I do what I did was I grabbed the bomb and then I run into one of the the swirls on the ground.
What are those swirls though? Do we know what they're called?
Void fracture, I think. Wait. No.
100% honestly, I thought that was the blossom thing.
The bomb? That's what I thought now. I'm like, is it a blossom?
No, the circles I thought were the blossom that were sitting on the ground. I spent a lot of time dead, and I'm pretty sure that's what he did every time.
Yeah. There's like nothing in the dungeon journal about whatever this thing is.
Yeah, I'm rewatching the video. Phase want to see if he talks about it.
Yeah, I don't see what it's called, but
I always use the dungeon journal, and that's why I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought that was the bombs.
Okay, yeah. So the video, it seems to say that the desolate blossoms are just the purple circles on the ground. And in watching this, I watched a guy pick up the bomb and then run to those things.
Okay.
And then it cut off there, so I didn't see if it sent him into the oblivion.
So
it does, because standing in that circle boosts your stack up very quickly.
Okay.
So you just stand in the circle, it shoves you into the void between, and then in the void between, the bomb doesn't explode.
Yeah, it just fizzles out.
It just fizzles out.
But, okay, so, but Heather, Pug, Khalid, you saw the bombs? You understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just, I was not clear on
How to get
how to get back in, and I did not jump into the swirls, so that's where I.
Okay, no, that's the same. I would have had I would have been standing there going, hello? Why is it this bomb sticking to me? Because I didn't even know what the bombs looked like. Okay, cool.
Also, those blossoms don't look like any kind of flowers. They look like a fucking bomb.
Yeah.
That's what I thought they were bomb. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is an obvious bomb. Go ahead, Sophie, you were gonna say something?
So there were two abilities that were supposed to remove howling. One was mass disintegrate, and we definitely saw that one. The other one was burning claws. That looked like a tank cleave or something to me.
So it wasn't burning, yeah, well, no, it's not burning claws.
Searing breath.
Yes, searing
breath.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
when you see that coming out, it's okay to take it. I honestly preferred that for everybody, but we can't have. It seemed like he only did it once in that whole phase. So
Yeah.
He
okay.
actually did it immediately after the first mass disintegration too. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
accidentally took mine off with group 1 because he cast the disintegration, and then I saw he cast Searing Breath, and I was like, oh, I must be taking this now.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can do it without taking the mass disintegrate. Also, just for those bomb placements, we're gonna start the raid over here. We're gonna pull him over there, and then he'll obviously throw the bombs out, and we'll move to Moon. Those of you who have the mass disintegrate, you're gonna move to X. So that's the sort of playing field we'll use for phase 1. That's just something else I noticed. So yeah, I mean, phase 1 was even with
Sorry.
the. Go ahead.
One more time. We're starting at blue.
Yep. So we're gonna start at
Moving.
blue.
Okay. Moving
Right
to
away, he's
moon.
gonna drop the scorching bombs on us, and we're all gonna move to the raid to this moon here. We're gonna kind of. This is where we're gonna stick our feet, and only are we gonna move over to X if we have mass disintegrate.
Okay. Perfect.
It'll be 3 players marked each time, and those people should just go over there. Don't stack your mass disintegrates. Spread out with them. We just want to make sure the raid isn't getting hit if they don't need to. All right. Becca, if that is the blossom, Sin, you need to eat. Pug, you need to eat. If that is the blossom, that means that those people going into the empty are going to be getting a huge healing debuff on them.
Oh.
Fuck my tits. So
I noticed like a ton of damage too. I'm sure we had like other shit happening, but
yeah. So
in the video, you can see the guy who picks up the bomb. He's a hunter and he turtles when he goes in the thing. So
okay.
that's what I can do.
Okay. So you'll turtle. Khalid doesn't really have much, so I'm gonna give Khalid that my attention. You do have like renewal and all that. Khalid, you can even switch to bear form and use like iron bark or whatever it is. Whatever you need to do to get in there safely. Hug, you don't have nearly as much. How many bombs did we see coming out at once?
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
We will need a break. How long are you gonna be? Oh, you're already gonna be home in 30 minutes? Okay, perfect. Yay, okay. So we'll take a break when you get home. That was a fast 2 hours, damn. All right, your husband's got the pedal to the metal there. I like it. So, let's give this a shot. Pug, you're gonna be on bomb backup because you don't have much in the way of like toughness. So, all right, let's lust. Right, let's get over here to Moon.
Does the boss cleave?
No, not yet. He will later in the final phase. You cannot be in front of him unless you're a tank. All right, we all have the debuff. Take your mass disintegrates too. That's fine too. Here's the breath. Group 1, get in. Alright, check to see if you have the debuff. If you do, we have another mass disintegrate coming. Group 2, that should be you.
are they supposed to run it towards red?
Yeah, red or blue, I guess, if that's where they end up, but preferably, just not in the raid space.
Yeah, they ran it forward, like towards the tank, so I still have my debuff.
Oh, you still have yours?
Yeah.
He's about to do Glittering Surge in 10, so you need to make sure the next mass disintegrate hits you. Bring it to red, guys, for the other people that need to remove it. Check to see if you need to remove it, everyone.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Perfect. Alright, here's the Glittering Surge, Becca Totem. We're all going to be sent into the empty very soon. All right. Derek, you've got 20 seconds to get out, so take your time if you need to. Back out. Everyone on the ads. Beckett's stunned first. Only Pat's if necessary. Heather's down. I'm gonna take care of bombs this time. Here they come. Call it you and me.
It's funny, I see your bomb running around in here.
Come back out. You know what? I think that'll work better. Becca, you didn't seem too, stressed out here, huh?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I might just have to say let Colin and I do it. Not that you did anything wrong, Heather, but I'd rather you out here DPSing,
Okay.
All right. Because you didn't. That wasn't your fault. With the bombs. Oh.
I took a bomb on accident?
Yeah, I saw that. You running around like a chicken with a head cut off. Go in. Yeah. Watch the breath. Oh, we're in phase 3. Jesus. Okay, so all the same stuff, bombs, all that. Don't be in front of the boss. And you're gonna see some big-ass fucking shit on the ground. Oh. Don't get knocked off the platform here. I know, we're like fucking being looped around. These rings that you see falling here, they will give you stacks of Oblivion College when we need to deal with bombs.
Okay.
Kill those glimmers. So you see these spikes sticking out of the ground?
Yeah, let's go stand next to him.
When we're about...
What do I do with this thing?
You're gonna use... Oh, wait. Hold on, one person at a time, please.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Shit.
That's okay, we made it to phase 3. This fight's really easy. Anyone else think so?
Just a bunch of monsters.
Oh, right here, right here, right here. So this right here, do you see where Pug just went to stand? That's the safe spot that Pug just went. I think. It's hard to tell from where I died. Okay.
Is it because it's behind a thing?
Yeah.
Yes. So you have to be on the correct side of the mountain, so to speak. And then you don't get hit by the sort of world-ending ability. So I'm gonna die now that we've just seen phase 3. What the fuck?
Elite rating force.
Fuck yeah.
I don't understand.
Can I catch this pet while you're explaining phase 3?
No, you cannot. Someone kill the pet.
No.
Go ahead, catch it. Oh, Pat! Oh, Pat, you did it.
He's killing them all. There's one left.
Oh no!
There's one
No.
left. Bib.
Don't worry, Sinria. I think a couple people were talking over each other, which is normal. But I want to actually check in. Sophie, what were you saying, hon? I heard you, but you were drowned out.
I got a different ability and thought that it might be the thing that I had to line of sight, but it wasn't.
Was it so there were voids, so portals in the void with arrows? Is that what you had?
No, let me go look.
Okay. Of course.
I had what looked like a big soaking ring around me.
Oh yeah, there is a soak. I remember
had,
hearing that.
Hurtling Barrage was the move that he had on me.
Yes. So, hurtling barrage, there will be some clones that don't do anything except charge players. And so let's pull that up. We'll look at it here. Okay. So he's gonna tear open portals to the infinity, conjuring void images. That's a bit dramatic. void images of himself that rush out in a line. These images inflict shadow damage to targets struck. So it's sort of just like mass disintegrate.
Yeah,
Same thing.
got it.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure that you're kind of the only people getting hit.
See,
Scouring, yeah. Scouring Eternity was the big shit. That was the stuff that Pug, as we saw, handled correctly. So Scouring Eternity, we're going to use those formations to line of sight, and it's going to be really obvious because there's going to be like those sort of clear blue lines on the floor, and we all just need to move there. If you're not sure, just follow the raid. If we're still alive, that is. We'll see. So astral formations. Is that what they're called? I don't know. No, what I want to talk about is the stack, which is called Embrace of Nothingness. So this is a typical stack. It's essentially a black hole, but it's going to pull in those astral formations. So the astral formations were those big structures that were kind of taking up the platform. Those do deal damage to all players nearby. So when we're using them to line of sight, we need to be popping personals. Becca, totem if you've got it. I'm going to Rapture. I'll put Power Word Barrier down, Rallying Cry, all that stuff. But we don't want the platform to fill up with them. And every time he does something called Cosmic Ascension, he's going to fly into the air and come crashing back on the floor. When he does that, he's going to deal damage to us within 30 yards, so we want to try not to get hit, but it's also going to knock us back. But that's also what causes the astral formations to form. So we don't want the platform to fill up with these things. And so we're going to use the Embrace of Nothingness on players, which is a group soak to remove any of the excess pillars. This is exactly like the flames, the meteors on Council. You guys remember? We'd all bring them to the place, and we'd all go stack on the meteors to break down the pillars. Same exact idea. We see the person has Embrace of Nothingness. We all go and stack with them to help our friends. We try to get rid of some of the excess formations, but we don't want to get rid of them all, because if we don't have one when he does Scouring Eternity, he'll kill us all. Okay. So last is Void Slash. That's the Tank Buster. It's the same as it's always been. One stack. When it expires, it's going to deal damage to us. If you can, go into the empty. The way you get stacks of Oblivion here are the moats of Oblivion. Those are those little tiny swirls on the ground, mostly not noticeable. Standing in those will give you stacks. So Khalid, that's what you and I are going to be doing to go and take care of our bombs for the phase 3.
All right, one more time. Like, I know I was reading that the little things that fall out of the sky give us stacks. What else gets us stacks?
Really, just that. That's what we're really going to be focusing on. Yep. So Void Slash, Tank Buster, this time don't be in front of the boss. Keep him pointed away from the raid. One stack of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, are we about to fucking kill this? This is so silly. Oh, I'm pumped.
I'm also going through the journal, being like, where's the other mechanic? What else?
Yeah, what am I missing, right?
Yeah, there must be some shitty thing in phase 3.
They saved it all for heroic and mythic.
Maybe,
But they didn't really, like, heroic isn't that complicated. And mythic they're already on it. So I'm wondering, if this raid is, I mean, not easier, but it's definitely, I just feel like, we pitched it up so quick.
I feel like also, but our standing in the server also speaks to that it might just be our group. Like,
combination of both.
It's almost like we're some kind of elite rating.
Heather, hit him.
I like the Heather on the back going, no!
I muted his mic.
Force.
All right. Let's focus. We're gonna use lust. Fuck it. Let's do it. Worked for us so far. Oh, I did it again. Oh well. All right, we all have Howl. Take those out. Be in the breath, group 1. Check to make sure you've had your debuff removed. You haven't. There's a mass disintegrate coming. There's also another breath coming. You have 53 seconds to remove it if you have not, so don't panic. Nobody panic. Watch the bomb there. Kind of shift the raid over toward blue. Right. Glittering Surge in 8. Make sure you do not have your debuff. If you do, get it removed with this Mass Disintegrate. Right, here it comes. Becca Totem. Alright, get ready to be sent into the empty.
I think I had a bomb somehow.
I think so. You shouldn't yet. Oh, fuck. Can we get Brendan up? Everyone on ads?
Shit, sorry.
Alright. I have a bomb. I'm not going to go in just yet. Goodbye, Becca. Leaving you.
What's the plot? Somebody else must have got it. Oh, Sydney picked it up for Thyra.
An accident.
Oh no.
As long as you got out, you good.
Oh, Jeffrey, where are you?
Just in the pen.
Dead because.
Can we get him up? We don't want to get on the reds, no.
Do you think I have time to drink?
Where are you?
Almost.
Oh, Jesus.
Guess I should learn how to innervate.
Innervate's not as... Excuse me. I think I'm getting sick again. Innervate's not as useful as it used to be. This gives her like a period of free mana for 10 seconds. Stump. Alright, here comes phase 3 again. We got one tank.
1 minute.
No.
So move away from that. That is the Ascension. Kill the ads. Here come the formation. Oh, I was just thrown off. Don't be on top of the formations either, dummies.
Poof.
That was my fault.
Okay, so there's a thing I have to warn about that happened twice.
Okay.
And I forgot to say it last time. After when we all go into first, when you're saying we're all going into the Oblivion soon, or the empty or whatever, a tank has to come out first and interrupt the boss first.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Did someone get punched in the face?
Yep.
Is that what got you, Brendan? Oh,
Yep.
no. Okay, yeah. So let's just have Derek, just go out. I know the stacks are nice, but it's not worth having to go that extra step.
Okay.
Hey, also, I did a little experiment. When he's doing that bullshit where he's just tossing you left and right, you can't and doing shit, I just went into the Oblivion and got the stacks and had haste for when he actually finally dropped down.
Okay.
It was nice.
And you planned it? Like you went in?
Yeah. I just went into the blossoms before they went away, so then I just was
Smart.
casually running around gathering shit rather than.
Yeah, if you like haste and you don't want to deal with it, do what he just did.
Yeah.
Just be
And-
careful because it does put that debuff on you.
That was for what, when you switched to stage 3, or when we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right when he did that, I just ran into it and came out with like the full stack of haste.
Hmm.
All right. All good stuff, everybody. So Derek will be the first to go out. Derek, you're just gonna. No worries, honey.
Yep, just grab the big ones and jump out.
Yep. Make sure if you're in there, don't. If you make a beeline out and you die, I mean that's on you. Derek can only get out so fast, so. Get a couple of stacks. Everyone, they can't hurt. The movement speed's nice, if nothing else. So, everyone eat. Right? Everyone stay to the left or the right side of the platform here, please. Until bombs are out. Alright, we all have the debuff. Take the disintegrates out to red, please. Be in the breath group 1. Group 2, if you need to remove your debuff, you can do it with the disintegrates. Take them out, please. I've got one pointed at me. Uh-oh. Alright, here's another breath if you need to remove it. Glittering Surge in 30, so if you still have to remove it, panic. Oh, I'm on top of a fucking bomb, just like eating it. Alright, last chance to remove it here. Totem back up. Alright, phase 2. There can be some blossoms. Don't be in them if you don't need them. Way. Solid. Bombs are coming out.
It's hilarious what I can see and cannot see in the void.
Let's deal with these glimmers. Take that out. Thank you. Watch these blossoms. Let's move away. Not too close to the edges, but we got a glimmer that went loose. Let's make sure we keep that interrupted. Solid, more bombs coming. Make sure you guys aren't in them. You don't need to be. That's phase 3 starting. Move away. Not too close to the edges. Don't pull a me with the fucking formations on the ads, everybody. Watch the barrages. Make sure if you have it, you're the only one getting hit if you can. Alright, bombs are out.
Where are they?
I got sent in. Becca, if you want to drop totem, go for it.
Do you need somebody for second bomb?
Yeah, we might.
I already got it. I didn't get sent in.
Yeah, you gotta stand in the little circles.
Little swirlies, yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't find the bombs.
The little swirlies, not the big things around the pillars.
No,
Right.
those do give you stacks too, though.
Yeah, I stood in those, and it certainly did not work fast enough.
The little swirlies give you 3 stacks each one you hit.
Okay.
Each one that hits you. So those are how you get in.
Got it. The little ones.
Yeah. Once pillars drop, can we get him away from the pillars?
Yeah, like really, all of the stuff that we're tanking him on I need him further away. Like the blossoms and stuff. Like, let's just move him away from that shit. Sin, what's your ETA?
Getting off on my exit now I live right off the highway.
Okay, do you want us to take the break now, or do you want us to give it another try?
Break.
Okay, let's take a quick. Let's give how long? 15, 20?
15-ish. Had to shut my laptop, get it full carry.
But what about your kids and stuff? Are you gonna be all right? Do you need to settle them?
She's got a husband.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
get him.
So let's take Well, Sophie, do you want to try taking some, or no? You're like, nope, I don't, not interested.
Well, let's give the raid a break, and
Okay.
if it's needed, I can step in
Nope.
for one.
That sounds good to me.
Meleeed to death early.
Did you?
Yeah, somehow I got meleeed, and I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know why.
Okay, well, we'll chalk it up to maybe the tanks weren't, like, Sin's actively driving or being driven, so.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
I
hopefully.
also, I don't know if we're dealing, like, there's that one, I think we're supposed to soak circle, and then we're supposed to get the fuck out of it right after, I think.
So it's the embrace of nothingness. So whoever that's placed on, so I'm going to kind of show you. So let's say that this is the formation, right? Everyone understands what's causing those formations to appear?
I just know he cast the
big
thing.
giant circle.
Yes, yes, exactly. So when he does that giant circle, he's actually leaping. He's flying off the platform, and he comes crashing back down. And that is when the formations, he like does a ripple effect. The formations appear. When they form, I learned, they knock you off the platform if you're near there. So you want to make sure you're not in the big circle, and then you're also not in those circles either. But those are forming. They are our safety net for when he casts his big Scouring Eternity, the one shot. But if we only need one, and we have so many. So the person who has what Brendan just linked, the Embrace of Nothingness, bring it over, and then say, I need a help soaking. It's gonna be chaos until we see it more. I think phase 3 is really where they kick stuff
Yeah,
off.
I think Embrace of Nothingness happened sooner than we realize, because both the times we've gotten to that part, I've seen the person get it, and like everything else is happening. So we've actually seen it a few times, but like
Not realize.
I jumped in with the last person. They were nowhere near
Yeah.
the. They were well. I could see them trying to get to the pillars, but didn't quite get there.
Okay. I definitely think in phase 3, a biggest thing that we need to work on is where we're positioning ourselves. The tanks are, still learning, and we're still learning. So we need to try and keep them away from pretty much everything that we see on the floor. It's also hard when our bombs are like, Paladin, I can see the bombs, and then I see someone pick it up, and I'm like, well, fuck. That
Well, yeah,
person.
amidst everything else going on, like I feel like I almost don't see the bombs, because they basically the equivalent of just the misty purpleness around this to me. Like that's all I see, and like, oh shit, I'm like.
Yeah, but no, we're doing all right. So I'm gonna take a break. I think I'm getting sick again, so I'm gonna go take some medicine.
Really, Pug?
What?
You trying to share quests with us?
I know how you are about not having quests and doing objectives prematurely.
Terrible.
My defense, there's like 5 people not on it, so.
So the void, the embrace of nothingness, like the black hole clears those astral formations?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a soak. It's just like the fire on the other one.
Okay. Where's Navani?
Don't touch me.
Giovanni, you want to go for a fly?
Don't test me. I have Tears of the Kingdom on my Switch right now.
Give me a reason, please.
Yeah, so you have to pay for electricity. You have to pay for like home heating if you have gas at home. You have to pay for let's see what else. A phone. I don't know if I said phone. Your internet. Like car insurance. house insurance, property taxes, water. Like, yeah, it's like I have to pay. Like, I have to pay all this shit too. Like, I get it. Yeah, your license, rent. That's it. Food. Yeah, it's like so bro. It's like you're fighting an affliction warlock, and you're just getting dotted down. Rich man can relate. Oh, bro, it hasn't always been like this. Have a mortgage. Yeah, we paid off our house like 3. But you know, like a lot of people. And yeah, let's see here. And I still have to pay property taxes too, and insurance. Owning a house is a luxury nowadays. Yeah, it sure is, man. It's anyway, the point is that that's why free-to-play games are really popular, is because life has become more expensive. And it has not become slightly more expensive, it has become... And also the conspicuousness of the fact that you're not able to afford it has only... Well, massive.
You're up with Venom Steel.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do, sorry.
From start to finish.
I came back and meant to hit reload.
Anything you get into after is none of our business. Cheers. Venom Steel. Tough protects tough.
Hey! Can I fit all of this in the pockets of my windproof mock? Let's find out.
Notice there's lots of.
I love how I've watched every single
going on about modern day gaming. Lots of discussions about how gaming is no longer what it used to be. That gaming is being ruined. And yes, there's lots of truth in those discussions. Monetization being prioritized over fun gameplay is definitely high. But even full price single
What is that?
Oh shit.
Oh, bro.
That's the Mandalorian.
They actually
You
should
not
do
unmute
this.
this?
I would go and play. They should make
No.
an Elden Ring.
No, I would have
with
said. I would have
all of
muted
these
you.
Things unlocked.
Oh.
And like a fake
No.
store where you can
But
go
we definitely
and
heard
buy
the Mandalorian
shards.
going off.
Conversation.
And call it like Elden Ring by Ubisoft or Elden Ring
Wait,
by
call it one
Activision.
more time.
That's actually such a good idea. Holy fuck, that's brilliant.
Nightmare. Yet most of these discussions seem to be ones purely talking about negative direction, while ignoring the many different aspects it has actually positive way. I get it. Collectively
Oh my
complaining about
goodness.
something
If I'm getting sick again, I really would like to kill this boss because you guys know what happens when I'm sick.
I know.
Like,
I become
gaming has
a
improved,
fucking
but
vegetable who
mainstream
doesn't
gaming
leave the
has not
couch.
improved. Like overall, I am very. If I could go back to 2004 and play games back then, I wouldn't do it. I would
Gotta
rather
relax
be in this
and
era of
some
gaming
rest.
than any other era.
Yeah, I will.
from
I'm
ever.
already like, I'm sitting here and
However,
I've been looking
for
forward to Raid all
mainstream
weekend,
gaming, I think the quality
and
has
I
gone
keep
down
thinking like,
tremendously.
I want to get off this computer and go
Also
lay down.
deserves to be
Like, I want to
praised.
sit on the couch.
So because of that, I'll be reaching
Ugh,
out to
I
my
hate
boomer
it.
side, boomer one, and I will be presenting right side to modern.
And it's like, I
gaming.
know, like, I'm still happy. I don't want to be so. But my body is trying to get me. It's like,
all right.
Let's go over there.
Yeah.
Gaming is the best medium in which to express a story. That's my opinion, but I think a lot of people would agree with me. But why is that? Well, I'd argue it's because it's the most immersive. No other medium lets you experience a story and explore a fictional world as if you were a part of it, by either making your character or controlling a predefined character or characters in a story.
I think it obviously depends, right? Some people are gonna like gaming more. Other people like reading books.
You
getting
know,
something out of books. It
given
really
how
depends
crazy
on,
phase 3 gets,
you know, what kind of
you have to wonder how
like,
bad it's gonna be.
mind you have to visualize
these
things.
skills.
Games are
depends.
getting more
Yeah.
and more immersive to this day. Because as technology improves,
What
so does the way
if this
games
is
are
finally
able
the
to draw
raid that
actually
benefits
more
a
and
smaller
more
group
realistic
versus
worlds?
benefiting a larger
Yes,
group?
I can already
Right?
hear you think modern games might have better sound, better visuals, better acting, but that doesn't automatically better games. And yes, I agree, it doesn't automatically. If the gameplay sucks, the gameplay sucks. No lick
Yeah.
of paint will ever be. But on the other hand, games that do have a really strong or absolutely do get improved by utilizing modern day technology. And they
Yeah, we do have better, more immersive games now because they have better graphics. Definitely.
are better than how they used
Yeah.
to be. Let's take a look into the past.
Yeah, we just have Superman 64. Superman 64 looks really good now, but at its core, it's still Superman 64.
Games way back in the day used to be
Is this
really
Cruising
strong
World?
Oh my God.
on the part.
Or the ship?
And yes, it's
Bro,
the
we
one
went
that
so
mattered
hard on
most,
this game.
gameplay. It was all the developers.
There's a
I
guild
always wanted to play this.
on a hardcore server in WoW Classic,
Damn, 2 barrels?
meaning that if their characters die,
Games
they
back
die.
then were a completely
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Was this Soul Fleet?
They just beat Cthulhu.
R-Type. Dude, I remember I had a game like this for Sega CD.
Like,
Wait,
what the?
there's a
and I never
hardcore
beat it.
server?
Yeah.
Say any.
Fuck, dude,
I
this
want
game
to
is
play
so
one
much
too.
fun.
Already from the very
What'd you
start
say, Pat?
presented
It's the
some
official
type of
one?
narrative,
There's gonna
Yeah.
be
type of
ones.
characterization,
Oh, it's not
but
official
all
yet?
that
No,
was
no,
an
not yet.
afterthought. The
So it's
game
a private
industry did
server?
their
And,
own thing,
well,
while the
it's
storytelling
actually an
based
add-on.
mediums did their
That's right. That's
Some
right. It's an
exist
add-on they're using.
that
And
gameplay
it just
is
tell
all
it
that
just
should
keeps
matter.
track for you.
But I
Yeah.
disagree. Adding story, adding character, and a narrative
That's cool.
can make
But
a
yeah,
game
I think it would be
so
brilliant
much
for
more.
Blizzard. As soon as I saw that, I was
I
like,
think
I said to Jeffrey, I was like, I
gameplay
don't think
is
it's legit.
necessary.
Like, it must be like a
Story
Prime
is
server,
not
but it's an
necessary.
app. Okay.
A game
Um,
can have a great. Well, actually, that's
But
not
given
true.
that
I
it was
mean, like,
right
I
here,
don't
I
think
was
it's
like, maybe it is legit.
The Last of Us.
Well,
and, like,
also,
Witcher
it would be
3,
very
a lot
different to
people
have
said
a
Witcher 3
server
combat
full of
wasn't
that
great.
versus
It's just the story
right,
was
just
good.
like
But
some people
personally,
opting in and some not.
I don't care if a
Yeah,
game has
no,
a
I
bad
would love
story as
that.
long as it has good gameplay.
But unrelated,
called
did you say the other day they were bringing Dragonflying to the rest of?
They are, yep.
Starting off today's video by letting you know today's
that's
video is actually sponsored by the
Yeah.
Farmer's Dog.
Did you, Kylie, did you see the new Evoker spec they're adding?
The same thing as an anime or
I
a
know
movie, for
of it,
example.
but I didn't really read anything
Fights,
else.
So it's a-
moments,
she ignored.
character development,
It's a support
big
class
cities,
instead of a
Yeah.
DPS or healer. It's pretty cool.
It looks
And
pretty cool. I'm glad
despite
they're adding like
limited technology
actual
that they
support
had to
classes
deal
in
with,
it.
they
I
did
know.
find ways to make it work. To turn their games from just being
Yeah, I'm
It's so
pumped for
weird
it.
to go back and see. It is
Overwatch
so
has
weird.
the concept. They never had a concept of a healer
games
class. It
into
was always
huge
support, which we
immersive
Yeah.
adventures.
with healer.
Because of
But
limitations,
the support
lots was
classes
still
do a
left
lot
to
more
the
than just
player's
heal bot. You know,
imagination.
they
Lots of things
buff,
players
they
needed
can
to imagine
debuff,
themselves. They needed to translate
done.
pixelated environments,
support's a
characters,
cool
and
concept.
bosses.
Bro, this fight was kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Cops
Like,
aren't
I
real
remember that
cops,
this
but
was
they
rough.
are.
This is the last boss. We have to break through into the temple. Link to the Past. Yeah, this
I'm
is
sorry,
my
I just-
favorite Legend
I
of
just-
Zelda game.
I just
Like,
made
this
up my
is
wife
the one that I
leave.
grew up playing. Ocarina of Time was like after
3
this,
out of
but this was the
three.
main
Three
one.
guilds are 8 of 9 right now, you guys, and I'm rooting for Echo. I'm rooting for him.
So,
Let's go.
I remember, oh
Echo
my
caught
God.
up to Liquid
Like,
so
dude, this
fucking
is the thing,
fast.
Is like Legend of Zelda used to
I'm
have
so
such
pumped.
a dark
I hope.
tone
Well,
to
no,
it.
I love
And
Method
that's
too,
why
though.
whenever they brought out that Wind Waker pussy bullshit, I was mad. Bro, because I remember back like the super
Method
yeah, that was
drawings
legit
of like
perfect.
Legend of Zelda.
Is
like
Method also
Ocarina
8
of
of 9?
Time,
I thought
They
the
are
Mythic
also
wasn't
out.
opening
Bro,
till like this
shit
week.
was
So
Nope, it's already open. They opened it the
This
moment
was
they
some
everything else opened.
And
Yeah,
then they were like,
Neltharion I
"Oh,
think
we're gonna
was it
sail
still went to
around
Liquid,
Winds
and
of
Echo was
Tycoon."
4 out of 9
Fuck
when they were
that.
working on Neltharion,
Like, bro,
and
you were
Echo and
going
Method
down
just
to the
fucking
bottom of a
boom.
dungeon to fight Ganon, the
And the best
wizard.
pull so far is Liquid
Oh,
at
it was so good.
37.1, Echo at 48,
Fuck, it was good.
Method at 59,
Like,
and
remember, like, bro,
Method has 21 pulls, Echo has
Majora's
37, Liquid has
Mask.
47.
you were fighting against the moon that wanted to destroy
Yeah, it's bullshit what
everything
happened to Echo
and
last
kill
season.
everyone,
Because
including itself.
Echo logged off
Because it
for the day
felt like
or for the night, and
Because
Blizzard
fuck you, that's
hotfixed
why.
the game like right
It was
after,
brutal.
and Liquid continued for like another hour and got the
But
kill
as
right after the
technology grows,
hotfix.
so does the developers'
Like,
ability
Echo
to
should have
make
had that
their
kill.
full vision a reality. With each console
Oh my god, I care
allowing
about this
more
shit
and
now.
more
What's
That was-
happening
this
to
was-
me?
This was my game.
Well, I mean,
I'm
that is
getting so
something that
nostalgic.
WoW has been
This
very
was my
good
game.
about
If I could say any one game I grew
for
up playing,
the past, like
this would be
7
number
expansions
one. This
is
was it right here.
like
I would say
putting these
Yoshi's Island would
raiding
probably be
world
2, and Link
first,
to the
like
Past would
the
probably be
race to world first, like to the forefront. Like,
Directly
I don't hear about this shit at all in Final
hear about
Fantasy.
this shit
Yeah.
to the player's imagination. Look at those unprovide. The future of gaming is looking more
All right. Let's see who's back. All right.
of technology
Let's see who's back.
and the way AAA
I'm
developers
excited for this. It's the Lords of the Fallen
utilize
game.
And again, it kind of further cements this as like a sort of sporting event, right?
Yep. Yeah, I've
Because
been
we
watching
should
it.
know like what the professionals are doing. Just like if we were like a small soccer league, we would know what the big soccer teams are doing, the professionals.
Yeah. It does kind of crack me up that all of them are sort of stuck right as they enter phase 3. Like, just hell, some shit happens, and they're just like, oh. It's like Derek and Octera. We'll wait.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back. No worries. Doesn't really look like there's any additional mechanics in Mythic. Just the extra heroic mechanics, but
There's probably an extra phase that nobody's seen yet.
Maybe. Oh, apparently Echo or Liquid just decided to take an early night. So Echo has a shot at catching up. They're only 10% behind. 10% behind, 10 pulls behind. So in 10 pulls, if they can close that gap, they might have it. Why would Liquid do that with them so close? And when you have Method that close to you, Method has 17 world firsts, I think. Last I looked. You don't fuck with Method.
Right.
All right. Let me write you again. Everyone should be here. Let's get food, eat. So what we've learned so far in phase 3 is it becomes a shit show. We're gonna overcome that shit show by calming down, processing the information. Tanks, you're gonna move those mobs away, that mob rather, from the shit that they're spawning, and we're not gonna forget our ad rotation again. In that phase, this doesn't change. It's Becca, then Pat, right? Then Jeffrey, then me.
And do the ads come out with the blossoms? Or
The ads come out when he crashes down.
right away? Okay.
Well, no, the ads come out when he moves up, so they're like spawning then.
Okay.
Sorry, that's awful. All right, everyone's ready. Let's keep lusting in phase 1 just to get us there. I want to keep seeing phase 3, and then eventually we'll probably do this lust in phase 3. Remember, guys, not in the middle. Not in the fucking middle, you fucking lemons. Debuff's coming out soon. We all have it. Group 1, get ready to stand in front of him for the breath. Just group 1. Take the disintegrates out. Be in front. If it disintegrates out, group 2, there's another breath coming here in a minute. Go ahead and use it. Move away from the bomb, please. Both. Great job, tanks. You still have the debuff. You've got about 20 seconds to remove it. Here comes another mass to disintegrate for you to do so. Don't be in it if you don't need to be. Alright, Becca Totem.
See,
Ready
can
to
you
go
see
in?
me? I have a swirly around me.
Yeah, it's because we're about to go in, that's why.
Oh, we all have it. I only see mine.
Yeah. It's over here shitting her pants. Just like, God damn, what is this?
Well, yeah, I was worried I had a bomb. Cause it kind of looks the same way.
It does, yeah. Alright, everyone on ads. Get him up, cleaved. Move away. Tanks, I want to give it a wide berth here. Alright, I'm on the bomb. Khalid, you got the other?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright, everyone on the ads. Let's move away from those rings, please. Bomb's coming out about 15 days, so we got time to do some damage. Solid. Don't stand in that bomb, please.
The other one hiding. There it is.
I think that's phase 3. Right, careful of the formations. Let's all switch to ads. Watch those formations now. Bomb's coming in about 10, so I want everyone to pay close attention. Khalid, I'm going to be kind of grabbing stacks here just so I can go in this time. Alright, grab on that
So
person,
Bonnie
everyone
for
on.
Bonnie.
Everyone on Navani. Oh, we
it's
did
on
not. Yeah, you and I were.
I wasn't.
I don't know. It killed me.
I had the barrage, so I stayed out.
I had a damage reduction and I still almost died.
Was there like something else underneath where you were
Maybe.
stacking?
Yeah, that could be it. Because it
Looked
comes
like it was
out.
about the rock pillars.
Yeah, because I was in there too.
Yeah.
There is purple shit on the ground under that hurt.
Yeah, it's like the formations themselves do substantial amounts of damage when you're on them. So I would say if we're gonna go stack with that person, let's stack on the further side away from them. We don't need to be in it. Just Pat needs to be close enough that he knows it's gonna break them. And that it's gonna break them and that we can at least get in. So I would say probably Becca, when that stack comes out, will you have totem up again?
I might, if not, I can always pop like a sentence.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get
Because
it
I
pulled out.
haven't had another reason to really use it yet. So.
Yeah, and Pat, I want your rallying cry for that. Okay. And you can Zephyr. Save your Zephyr. Yeah, save your Zephyr for the second one. Would you do that?
Yeah, I can do
and
that.
then
Just keep in mind it's only like 5 people.
that's okay. That helps. Zephyr on the second, along with anti-magic zone. Right, Brendan?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So the first one will be Becca's either totem or ascendance, and Pat's rallying cry, and the first one, excuse me, will be Pat and Becca. The second one will be Brendan and Pug, and then I'll be back up with Rapture and Barrier if I need to. I'm just gonna kind of save that. My cooldowns are stinky poo poo anyway. They're really not for anybody but me. All right, that was good though. We are starting to see the mechanics, and that's the good stuff. That's what we want to be working for. It's Pug, you need a class. Good, you got it. Becca, you need eat. You're a growing girl.
Delicious.
Just like a lot of fishtails. Also, stop standing in the center, you fucking lemons. Pug, I'm looking at you.
As Pug stands in the center.
All right, let's do it. 1 second. Let's save less this time and see how it goes. It's gonna take longer, but.
Okay.
All right, we all have the debuff. Disintegrate. Group 1, you're gonna hold on getting this removed and getting that breath now. All right. Group 1 should have it removed. All right. Group 2 should have it removed. If you don't, here's a searing breath, but go ahead and stand in front of the boss. Let's move the boss to the other side of the platform, please. When it's convenient. Perfect. Got 16 seconds to remove your debuff before phase 2 begins, so make sure you've done so. Okay, here it comes. Like a totem. Stand in my bubble, please. Phase 2 is beginning. We really got him to about the same percent without Lust, so. Pat, did you get punched? Let's get him up.
Yeah.
Rebuff. Remember, we gotta keep these ads in cleaving area. Everyone on those ads. We cannot be separating them this much. There we go. Going to get my bomb. Hey, Becca, you're alone for a minute. Everyone on ads. Got that stun just right. Yep. Stunning them. Let's move them further, like with the ads. Move them away from those, please. Bomb's coming in 3. Please watch that you're not accidentally picking it up. Okay, you're on your own for a minute. And back. Phase 3 is beginning. Remember, positioning 101 here, tanks. Really on you to make sure we're kind of not on top of things we don't want to be. Move away. Paula and I are going to be getting stacks gently. Preparation for the bombs.
Yeah.
Everyone on the ads. Can we get them up, please?
In 40 seconds.
40 seconds, yep.
Get on the floor.
Alright, let's get those cooldowns, Becca and Pat. Everyone in?
So you see those big purple circles around the thing?
Yes.
Like, we're just standing in it with that soak mechanic.
We're supposed to be.
In that purple swirl around the spikes coming out of the ground? I don't think so.
Yeah, we
I think
are.
we're supposed to stand in the soak circle that was on the player, and they're supposed to circle around the, like, on the spikes, but without them being on the ground.
I don't know that they could, though. And, like, because the circle's not terribly large, right?
No, it's not, but I don't think it's meant to get all.
No, we definitely do not all want to be. We definitely don't want to all be in it. Is that what we think? Like, did anyone think that's what killed them? Because I, as I instructed everyone, was on the edge of the stack, so I was not getting hit. But it's still.
They seem to be doing okay. I do know, like, it turns into like a different circle right afterwards that I don't think we're supposed to stand in. It's like a soak and run out like immediately, but I don't know that that's really what killed people.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure I can tell what the difference is when it goes off and it doesn't.
So I had one of those like void-looking rocks from off the stage block my screen for like 3 seconds, and I think I might have thrown something into the group. So that might have been on me.
Well, okay, so let's do this for learning purposes. We're going to whoever gets that debuff this time, the embrace of nothingness. You're not going to break pillar. You're not going to break formations. You're going to take it out. So I'm gonna kind of mark a location and hope that it stays clear, relatively clear. We also need to pop lust in phase 3. Forget about that.
Oh shit.
So
can take care of it since there's a lot of healing right at the rip.
Yeah.
I'll do it after he does that stupid aerial thing, though. Once he's like back on the ground, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So embrace of nothingness will either go to red, purple, or blue, or moon rather. So whichever zone is like clear. If one of those 3 spots should be clear, hopefully odds are in our favor, and the person who has embrace of nothingness will go there. And this is just going to give us an opportunity to sort of see it. I want to see the mechanic because right now, I think that most of us are like, I have no fucking clue what it even looks like at all. It looks to me like a black hole, but
Like, I don't think I would even know if I didn't have it on me, like, the first time we got to phase 3. But from what I could see and will confirm is I think it's like a clear ring with just a rim around it, and then it goes off, and then it looks like a black hole.
Let's see.
I think. I'm not
So-
positive, though.
It's like a voidy, soaky swirl thing. Instead of like the red ones we saw in the Rashok fight, it's like a purpley one, and then it does
Yeah.
go into that black hole stuff.
yeah, I think Beck is correct. So once it splits the damage, then it becomes a black hole, and it inflicts 821,000 damage to all of us. So it's like one of those things. Once it goes off, we're all just like chilling there, like, yeah, we're helping out, and then we're like, wow, we're fucking dead.
I think too, we're taking the spread soak damage, and then we're also taking
The black hole.
well, the black hole, and then the astral projection, the astral formation, like Puck
Yeah.
said too.
I don't know though. Like, well, the spot, like whoever had the ring last time, I thought they did a good job. I was able to
I did
see
too.
the platform. Like, I didn't see the cloud when I got into the ring.
So let's
Yeah, I tried to like keep them all on the edge so everyone could see it at my feet.
Let's disregard what I just said. Let's resume what we were doing because I think we solved the problem. I think the problem wasn't the damage, and because I was like, maybe she was right. I think Becca, you just answered it. I think it is that we're just taking astronomical amounts of damage that we don't need to. So remember, once we help the person, we need to fucking book it out. Okay, so it's kill or be killed there.
Did we lust in phase 3?
We did not, so we're gonna make sure we lust this time. My brain is so chocked like with shit, and I'm really not feeling well. So, I need you guys to back me up here. Make sure we get lust out of phase 3. We're getting there. We only have
I'm gonna
7
wait till
whites.
after the toss about, and then I'll pop it.
This is only our 7th white. Holy shit! Fuck. I'm like, what? Right. Thank you for reminding me, Buck. Let's get to the edge here. Let's really try to keep this platform clear because we're in this space for longer. All right, good job.
Becca.
Here's the dot. Group 1. We're gonna wait for the breath. All right, get in there. Group 2, you'll do the next breath. Handle these disintegrates. Alright, let's move for the bomb. Group 2, make sure you get your death. Give up and move. Great job. You have 20 seconds to remove it, give or take. If you haven't yet, so double check. Okay, get ready to drop totem in about 5. You can drop it early if you want, like now. Get ready to go in. Everyone on ads, let's get back at stun. Followed by AoE. I want them cleaved. Cleavable here. Awesome. Solid bombs are out. Right. Separates you after they're grouped up. Got a couple ads moves here.
I'm grabbing them right back.
Alright, perfect.
They followed me.
I saw it, yeah. Bomb's coming in 9. Please watch your feet. You're not in it.
What's your
Back out. Phase 3 is beginning. When he lands, we're gonna lust. Thrown out.
What's your step?
Can we get called up after this? Yeah, we
Eyes
did.
out.
Watch your feet. Right, Embrace of Nothing coming out in 2. Whoever it's on, make sure you help them and then get out. Everyone out? Going the bomb. Oh, someone else got the bomb.
I don't think I did.
Whoa.
Oh, looked like I don't know. It
I
looked
got
like
one of the bombs.
yeah, and it looked like you died and it went off. Maybe.
Oh no, that's definitely what happened. The Oblivion hit me.
Got hit by. We got hit by 2 debuffs. So okay.
And then Void Blast from Thyra and Sinria hit me and killed me.
So you tanks are fucking killing us. You fucking lemons.
How though? How did I kill?
So then, if we both got hit by Void Blast, it means both of you had your debuffs fall out off at once. It could have been actually because they died. Did they die? Because if they
We were the
died,
last ones up.
oh, you were. So then, yeah, you killed us. I tried to help you there, but you were the last ones up. That means your debuffs expired at the same time. Or wait, hold on, let's double check. Void Blast. Yep. A Void Nova erupts from the target, inflicting 40% of the total shadow damage taken from Void Slash to all players with shadow damage.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily lethal, but it was like 200k.
You think the clear mechanic? What do you mean, Sin? Can you just say it? And I don't know what you mean, honey.
So I'm avoiding the breath. I'm not in group 1 for clear. But if I get hit by a blue arrow, it clears that whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called.
Okay, but that would be in phase 1. Phase
Yes, P1.
Yeah, that's okay. If it clears anything like in phase 1, I'm not worried about phase 1. But in phase 3, you essentially both, it seems like your debuffs somehow fell off at the same time.
What's that thing? What?
Void Blast. So that's what killed us.
It
That's what
comes from
caused
Void
it.
Slash the Tank Buster.
Yeah. So the Tank Buster Void Slash. It's going to reduce all healing you receive by 25%. It deals shadow damage. But if you don't use a mitigator when you're hit by it, when it expires, we take that damage.
Okay.
So
So
it's just
it's
like
like the
Razageth.
beam in Razageth.
It's exactly the same. Yep.
All right. Got it
It's
now.
just delayed. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing yet.
No, that's okay. That's why we're clearing things up. Sin and Thyra, you need to eat. There you go. Can we get the drag fear buff one more time, bud? Thank you.
It's my buffs.
I know. The bell. Alright, Howl's out. Group 1, wait for the breath. About 5. Step in once. Gorgeous. Do your next. Next breath is yours. Wait for the bomb. If you don't have it removed, you got 5 seconds. Do it now. You can drop your totem, Becca. I'm sure you're not the first one out, please. Let's get those ads.
Oh, nope. Navani's got the bomb.
Alright, Devani, deal with it quick. Everyone on the ads, or breathe deep. Get these ads removed, please. Bomb's coming, make sure you watch your feet. Bust. Everyone out. And on ads. The barrages are coming out. Make sure you're not hit if you're not targeted. Get ready for the debuff. Help this person out. And out.
I bubbled, so
I think I got put in right before I got the bomb.
I think it gave me a bomb, and I don't know if I was standing in something. Like, I don't think I saw anything that I went through. Pick it up.
God.
Now I definitely bubbled for that void slash. Somehow it was still a ton of.
Will's game is totally frozen right now.
It just crashed.
Oh no.
Oh, now I have an update apparently.
While you're reloading, I'm going to check out that void slash. Because I did mitigate it, but it still seemed.
Well, let's someone just we'll take a 10-minute break. I don't know how long. It's not even doing anything. It's just stuck at updating, so we'll be back. Hopefully I can get in.
Get fast heartburn
Well,
relief
you had
on
5
the
million
go
left.
with Tums.
Got termites?
In phase
Don't
1,
call
at the
any
beginning
pro.
and a few
Call
times
the
through the
Orkin Pro.
phase, scorching
Orkin,
bombs will
the
spawn
best
that
in
pulse
pests.
damage. Just get away from these. On heroic, there will be. In phase 1, at the beginning and a few times through the phase, scorching bombs will spawn that pulse damage. Just get away from these. On heroic, there will be fire swirls around the encounter to just dodge. The tick mechanic in this phase is burning claws, just taunt off after each one. Sarkareth will hit the raid with an everlasting debuff, Oppressing Howl. There are two ways to get rid of this debuff. He'll cast Mass Disintegrate on 2 players, which will hit a line from the boss to them. Anyone standing in that line will have their debuff removed. He'll also cast Searing Breath in groups of 3, which is a frontal cone. Getting hit by one of these will get rid of the debuff. You want to get rid of it because about a minute and 40 seconds into the boss, he'll cast Glittering Surge. And if you still have the Oppressing Howl debuff, you'll take extra damage and be stunned for 12 seconds. You'll most likely die. And then on to phase 2, he'll put 10 stacks of Oblivion on everyone and you'll be sent to the Spirit Realm. While down here, you'll want to pick up around 8 to 10 Astral Flares, which a movement speed and haste buff. Then collect the 3 bigger circles to get out of the Spirit Realm. The tank mechanic in this phase is Void Claws. Taunt swap after each one, and the tank with it needs to get away from the Void Bombs will spawn around in this phase. Different DPS need to walk over the Void Bombs to pick them up so they'll stop pulsing damage on the raid. There will also be Desolate Blossoms in these are just purplish blue circles around the encounter. Players who have the Void Bombs need to stagger sidestep into the Desolate Blossoms before their Void Bombs go off. Stacking in the Blossoms will give you stacks of Oblivion, and at 10 stacks it will send you to your bomb can explode and not hurt the raid. Remember, while down here, grab the little flares for the buff. In this phase as well, Sarkareth will cast Abyssal Breath. He picks a direction to fly through and breathes down, and ads will spawn. Just make sure to kill, interrupt, and on Hero, he'll cast Indefinite Duress on random players, which lasts 30 seconds but is a magic type. These players will take damage while they have it, but once dispelled, it will knock everyone back, so just be aware of that. This happens in Phase 2 and 3. Phase 3 is at 40% health. The tick mechanic is Void Blast. Taunt off after each one, but make sure to use mitigation for it, because after 21 seconds, it will explode and deal 40% of the damage that the tank took from it the rest of the raid. A Cosmic Ascension will happen 30 yards around Sarkareth. Just get out of it. Void Bombs still happen in this phase, and there will be motes that fall from the sky. The motes are a good way to get Oblivion stacks. One gives you 5 stacks, so utilize that to get to the Spirit Realm with the Void Bombs. Astral Formations will spawn, which are asteroids around the room. Embrace of Nothingness will appear on a random raid member. This needs to be soaked by the whole raid, and that player should stand near some of the Astral Formation pillars. This will get rid of them because they'll start pulsing AoE damage in the fight. Sarkareth will cast Scoring Eternity, and when this happens, everyone needs to stand behind the existing Astral Formations to LOS it. And that is the Sarkareth fight and the entire Aberrus the Shadow Crucible.
No. I don't want anyone to think I'm upset with him because I just got a couple whispers. I promise I'm not. I'm actually starting to feel pretty shitty. So if you notice, I'm not raid leading as my usual caliber. I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling good. But, and then obviously my shit completely fucking froze up. Ah, perfect. That should help. The most important thing here is that we are, we're troubleshooting. That's all. Phase 3 is obviously meant to be chaos, and that's what we've got in our hands. That's okay. It's good. I don't know why I'm wearing my fucking fishing pole all of a sudden. I'm not wearing my fishing pole. I logged out while I was disconnected forcefully, and then now wearing my fishing pole. So that's an interesting twist of events. Okay, we're gonna roll with it, I guess. Yeah, she's acting like it's her staff or sword.
Like on my screen, you have your staff.
Nope,
Oh.
on my screen you got your pole.
You can see my my jeweled encrusted fishing rod that I worked real hard for. Yeah, great. Okay. Let me ready check. You can tell my brain's not working. Yeah, can anyone tell? Oh, you have leads, and you can either pass it or be in charge. I don't care which. So funny. So weird. Who am I waiting for? Derek. Solid. Derek.
I'm just typing up real quick.
Typing what?
Sin and I are talking about strategies for taking the tank busters, and I'm thinking we can. One of the things one of the videos I was watching said is that the tank who has taken the tank buster and is going to detonate can go into the void. Yes.
Yep.
So then the next tank buster should be coming up not too long after the first tank is going to blow. So I mean, the second tank can just hold it for like a second or two, and then
If
they
you
can
want to
activate.
practice that strategy, my suggestion would be to practice in phase 2. Give it a try. It's not quite as easy to go into the void in phase 3 because you have to stand on those little swirls, but you get 3 per. So, I mean, it can't hurt. That would definitely help. But I would say try practicing in phase 2 if you're gonna do that. The positioning of the ads still really needs some work too, you guys. You 2 tanks. I know it's a lot, but we want to just have them cleaved up. Like just clean them up, cleave it down, and then we can move on.
Okay.
I know it's a lot.
Well, no, I keep trying to pull them over, but then they just stop where they're at.
Yeah, just because they're going to begin casting, right? So the faster we can group them, the better.
Sin, do you want to Divine Toll first on phase 3, and then I'll Divine Toll for this next set of ads? Then your cooldown should be up for the third set, and then so on and so forth. Alright, cool.
Solid, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, we all have the debuff. Group 1, get ready with the next breath. One take. Alright. Another deep tank debuff and a mass disintegrate. Group 2, don't eat this if you don't have to. Move for the bomb. Great job. All right, you still have the debuff. You've got 29 seconds to get it off. Tank Buster coming in 3. Okay, totem. Make sure you're not the first one out, please.
Can one of the tanks just call it when they come out?
Coming out.
Everyone on the heads. Bomb's coming. Watch your feet unless you're me or Khalid, please. Okay, Khalid, I'm leaving you alone. Bomb's coming in 5. Watch your feet. Alright, Becca, I'm going in. Phase 3, yep, no less just yet. Alright, let's stay here. Nice. And let's move. Everyone on ads.
Did not get lust.
You didn't.
No, I was in the other.
Embrace of Nightmares. Let's help this person and then get out. Everyone out. Going on the bomb. Where is the bomb? You guys don't have a
Get
healer.
behind the
I don't know
rock.
if you can get back up. Everyone
pop
behind the
guys,
rock.
Seven seconds on next res.
Okay, we'll get Navani up. Run out. Actually, we're gonna get Sin up. Bomb's coming in 5. Watch your feet. also it sort of seems like all damage just stops in phase 3. Like, this guy's health has gone down 10%. It feels like it's been an hour. And then there was one bitch. Let's go. Ah! Sorry. I just wanted to see that mechanic. I haven't actually seen it because it happens. I'm in the
Did you win?
I did not.
Oh.
Would it be better if somebody else did the bomb in phase 3, Will?
Than me? Probably, yeah. I've been thinking I might just delegate to someone else this whole time anyway, because honestly, I'm starting to see white. Like, it's getting frayed around the edges, as it were. My brain is shutting down bad. Like, I'm getting that brain fog. And along with that comes the
I saw that
How
pug.
did that happen? I was just walking.
No. You were like, I could
just
go
walked.
on the platform, but I'm gonna go under instead.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Along with that brain fog, though, is a deep disinterest in what's happening right now. It's bad. I have been so looking forward to this all weekend. I can't even describe how aggravating this is. But I keep thinking, like, if we kill it, I can go sit on the couch. I'm gonna go sit on the couch. Maybe I'll just go sit on the couch anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If it turns out you're not sick,
What?
then you played too many video games.
Well, I was very deliberate today. I took a lot of breaks. I took the dogs for a nice walk. Like,
No.
I did. Ask Jeffrey. He went with me. Like,
21 runs.
okay, well, that was this weekend. No, I'm definitely sick. Like, it's in my chest. My head's starting to feel like it's got pressure in it.
Oh man, you're sick in 2 places.
I'm definitely sick in the head.
Yeah.
Done
Well,
it.
just do like one more poll and then call it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but I think maybe you should.
I want to kill it. We had such a good week. It's not an excuse to not see you guys. What the fuck? I wish it were. I don't feel good. And no one's more upset with my sister for getting me sick than I am.
On Mother's Day?
You can't prove it was me.
I fucking can.
You can't.
God.
Well, we're all here, so let's do one more poll.
He sneaks
I
into
don't
Heather's
think
room while
everyone
she's
is.
sleeping, sticks the Q-tip up her nose.
Yeah. Oh, I've given her a COVID test, you shitting me? And I made sure it went deep. I was like, yeah, tilt your head back. She's like, ugh. I'm like, further. I'm not gonna stop till I
Eyes
see
go
your eyeball
cross.
moving. Yeah.
I blame Pug on our wipe because he didn't give us Dracthyr buff during that whole pull.
Bullshit.
Way it is.
We're just waiting for Derek.
Should we move over like all the way to the edge as
Yeah,
well?
it can't hurt. I mean, like, this debuff actually hasn't been causing us any trouble.
Oh, look, there it is.
Alright. Well, let's do it.
Did you assign someone to replace you on bombs?
Oh, no. Hmm. Hmm.
Pat, maybe?
Pat? You want to do it, Pat? Yeah, you do it, Pat.
Phase 2 and 3, or just phase 3?
Phase 2 and 3, yep.
Okay.
Alright, debuff's out. Make sure you get it removed.
You do it, Will. Believe in you.
You're gonna get lots of haste, Pat. My only piece of advice to you, Pat, is don't rush in there too early, because then you'll end up standing there, and it sucks. So just wait until the bomb's about, I'd say like halfway down, and then go stand in it, in the little rings. Alright, make sure you've all removed your debuff. If you haven't, you got 30 seconds. Can we also talk about how he shouts out what he's doing, like incineration? He's like, Moon, Prism of Power, make.
It makes the abilities more powerful if you shout out their spirit word.
I get it, yeah. Also, Sophie, don't distract us, please. Did you totem Becca?
I did, yes. The last minute, though.
Good job.
Is it safe?
Thanks, let us know when you
It's
go out, you lemons. Alright, let's get these ads. Bomb's coming out in 1, watch your feet. Only Pat and Colin. That's perfect, Colin. Or Pat. Well done. Great job, you two. Everybody root them, or knock them down when you thanks. Oh my god, this frame loss. Has this been easier to heal, Becca?
Oh, like 10 times, yes.
Okay. Good job with bombs, guys. Didn't say anything. Good. Phase 3 soon. The bombs are really hard to manage in Phase 3, Pat, so... you know, just... You can stand on the formations to get the debuff, so... If you really press, just go stand in it. Lust. Oh. Alright, everyone sit up. Focus on ads. Out of the formations. Let's move clear to the other side, away from the formations, so that we know when that person needs help. It's me.
Send
barrage.
now, please. Okay, you did. Cool.
Somebody else grab the bomb.
You can still do it. You can go in if you have barrage, and it won't hurt you.
Oh no, I'm dead.
I had the bomb, but it died. I feel like we're missing something. I don't know.
I got nuked by a Void Blast.
I can mass res, so don't release anybody. Don't release.
As soon as he does that black hole, what's happening is we're all grouping up, and then he's also dropping bombs on us. So I think that combo.
Well, the bombs are then being picked up. Did you release? Did you guys release?
I need to
Oh shit.
Okay, that's fair.
Also, if I could reach through this screen and puppeteer you to your bed right now, I would. Like,
Why?
I can hear your brain melting in real time.
It is. It's like actively leaking out of my ears.
You
No, I'm
need-
okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna sit up. Hold on.
No,
Blah,
you're
blah,
not.
blah, blah, blah. Well, because I'm not
You're
like
not
fully
listening
sick
to your
yet.
body, and you got to. So
Okay,
here's
well,
what I think you should do. You should nominate a replacement raid leader or just call the raid.
That's what I'm gonna do because I really would like you guys to keep going until the end of raid time, which is another 40 minutes. So, who feels confident enough? What? What was that face? We do this every week. Every week. 40 minutes. Okay. Who feels confident enough that they can call out? I mean, at this point, really, I mean, I could trust
I
Heather to
think
do
I
it with
can
how
do
well
it.
I've been doing.
I'll do
Perfect.
it. I'll do it.
All right.
All
So
right.
who is gonna shoot? I'm gonna just shut up.
You're gonna disconnect from Discord and go lay down in bed now.
But who's gonna heal?
I'll heal.
Is that gonna go well?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. Good luck, Godspeed, guys.
I'm not gonna do anything until Derek tells me that you're laying down.
I'm going to lay on the couch. Like, I'm going right now. I don't feel.
All right.
Good luck, everybody. Please kill it.
Yep.
Relax.
Do not give up. Do not get off this computer, Jeffrey. You guys better fucking kill it. Mate.
Totally. You will.
I'm gonna really quick watch the third phase on a video though. I really we keep dying to the exact same point. I just feel like we're missing something.
Well,
Yeah, I think it's the bombs. I
I
think
think we should just wait until Derek gives the all clear, and then we should just go. I can't heal this shit, guys. I don't have my heal spec set up.
You want me to heal?
Love you.
I just lied to. No, I was lying the whole time so that Namara would go lay down. I think we should call the raid. Our raid leader's brain melted. We're like half an hour away. Let's call it early. It's Mother's Day. Well, I mean, if people want to stay, they can, but you know, do a ready check or something, and I can't heal. I was lying. And someone else has to raid lead too, because I was lying about that. I don't care. This is who I am.
Well played. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great. But we should try at least one more. But really though, like, because the bombs, that's fine, but the bombs can't be the answer because the bombs are a normal mechanic that are supposed to be happening in that very moment. So that's not like we can not have the bombs like happen. Like, so there has to be a different answer.
It looks like some people did die to the void blast again, but I was definitely underneath when it went off.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
someone grabbed the bomb by accident, and I think it might have been me even.
So here's the thing, and I don't know if it's something that, because I died to it, I think 2 or 3 polls ago. Like, Void Slash is a cleave, so it hits everybody in front of the boss. So if the boss is pointed at us, or if you've stepped out in front of the boss because you're whirlwinding ads or something,
That would do it, yeah.
like, and then you die, you're going to blow up too.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it's a cleave, yep.
I knew about the cleave. You didn't, like Namara said, I asked whether there's a cleave, and he said only in phase 3.
Yeah, I remember him saying that, and I totally forgot about it.
Current target
Well, at
and
least-
a frontal cone. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so are you able to turn him?
Yes.
Okay. Well, at least I feel better about this then, because I just felt like we didn't have a good answer. At least that's a good answer.
Was the boss cleaving the entire? Was the tank facing the boss towards the raid during the big circle moment?
Possibly. I can't recall the exact moment, but it stands to reason for sure.
Okay.
Pug and Navani and
It's
Wes.
so hard for the melee to do DPS when we do the initial hero, because he just
Yeah.
leaps away from us.
Yeah, well, even the range.
Well, it's
yeah.
not the leap. It's that so I was lusting when he came back down, but then he drops that huge area of effect. So I'll do it as soon as that's over.
I think we're saying after he goes up for that area effect. Yeah. So once it's done. Yes. Sorry.
So he goes up that twice, and then once he's like down, that's when
Yes.
we. Okay.
You guys are mansplaining the phase switch to me. I understand.
Yeah, no, you're good.
He goes up he tosses all around like we're magnets for some reason. Then he lands, but then he drops the huge zone thing. So it needs to be after the big zone thing.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not raid leading.
I can do it.
I mean, okay, do people need the direction? He really did give you lead though, so you will have to do like our ready checks in our countdown.
Oh, he gave me lead. Here, I can solve that.
I would at least, my goal, guys, is we're gonna go in between. We're gonna do what we're gonna honor Will's wishes because he never takes a night off. He never ever takes a fucking night off. So, but we're not gonna keep like beating our heads against a wall. I just want us to get to phase 3 and see if that cone attack is what was doing it.
Yep, definitely stay off the markers in phase 3.
Well, I mean, we have to run to like the pooled person, so you're gonna have to. We cannot not do that. You're gonna have to turn the boss away from that like soak
Yeah.
thing.
So
Yeah, true.
I muted my mic or headphones so I could watch the video, but that's what they said. Face the boss towards the edge of the platform, but he should.
All right, everybody hit ready. I'm doing the poll timer.
Thank you. We're already on the wrong side, but we got it. We're going clockwise now.
Don't be in the blue arrows.
Yep, group 1 only.
Clear debuff.
Okay, group 2 only, unless you're waiting for breath.
Pop personals.
Popping totem.
Popping out.
Okay, ads.
Bombs, watch your feet.
mark went away. I can't get rid of this app.
Pat, get that bomb.
Yep.
Transition.
This boss is definitely a magical girl. Check out that transformation.
That's true.
Throw the boss away.
Stack. Run out.
Yeah.
I got sent in. Pug, I'll be right back.
Tried to go grab the bomb on it.
Call, you got res. Get behind a rock.
Thanks, too.
Thanks too.
Somebody grab that bomb.
Eh, we were hiding from the breath. Do we have any battle reses?
One. We have one in 18.
Okay. That was better though. Okay, do we want to do a ready check to see who all wants to try again versus not? No judgment.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hold on.
What is Oblivion, and why did it kill a bunch of people?
It's the
It's
damage
stack
that's
and debuff.
being pushed out whenever you are not behind a rock.
Yeah, so one thing we're not like calling out that I'm not used to the timing on it is the wind, which is the whole point of us leaving some of those rocks up. Is he's gonna do this gust of horrible wind, and we're supposed to duck behind a rock.
So Oblivion is the little debuff that you actually get from taking damage from void spells. Like it's the thing that you use to get into the in between thing.
Oh.
I feel like the
Yeah.
void bombs apply it. I think if you're out and not behind the rock, it'll also apply it.
So
I lied. The medicine I took is making me feel a little bit better right now. Hello?
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 nobody talked to him. We agreed.
No, come on. I'm actually, like, I was laying down, the medicine I took like an hour ago started working. It's technically...
Okay, well then to summarize, I completely lied and betrayed you, and they've been doing their best. But yeah, that's it.
What?
I don't have a healer spec, and I told them I
Oh
was...
my god!
Yeah.
Sophie!
I just wanted you to rest. I'm glad
I
you
did.
took that booth for a little
No,
bit.
I did. I just drank a big cup of water. That
Yeah, I'm
helped too, I
glad.
think.
Good job. I mean, at least that's something. I'll take that.
Well, like I said at the first break when we were waiting for Sin, I was like, let me go take something, and then I think the cup of water helped kind of wake me up a little bit. But I really want to kill this boss. Like I was sitting there and I started watching Miss Maisel, and I was like, okay, this is nice. I'm laying on the couch, and I'm like, I really want us to kill that fight, so I'm rushing back.
Okay, and we do think we figured it out. So that tanking ability, the tank thing that we thought they were just messing it up, it's a fucking cleave, and they've been pointing the boss towards us.
You lemons!
So we
Okay,
marked
good.
ourselves and don't be in front of the boss.
Not don't be in front of the boss. Don't point the boss towards us. You guys need to change your mindset.
Tanks
we cannot
adjust.
avoid it.
Tanks adjust.
Go in front.
Healers
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
DPS adjust.
No,
I
just
wouldn't-
make sure you're pointing away. Go ahead, Pat.
I wouldn't use the X or moon symbols because the ads that pop up are automatically marked, and they use both the moon and the X.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
used different ones at the beginning of the last poll. Disappeared too. So I think all of them bad.
I don't think there's a
Someone,
skull.
So if you want to invite, we'll.
I'm here. So.
The other thing is we're not used to the timing of the. I don't know what the ability is called. The wind is what I'm calling it in my Becca brain. So we're all just like, oh, that's happening, and it's already hitting us when we start to like trying to get behind the rocks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully I'll be able to keep better track of timing here. Oh.
And whoever gets Raj, not in. I think that's how it is.
Yep.
So I didn't when I was like doing that little pull collid. Wait, yeah. I was not fully on top of the rock. I was just right behind. Like I was like actually a fair distance, and I was fine. So yeah, there's like a fairly obvious line. Okay. Let's fucking do this. Let me.
Hold on, I gotta switch specs again.
Okay.
What is the wind ability called?
It's called Scouring Eternity.
See, like, does that even sound like a wind thing? That's so dumb. Did they hire the person who names the scents at Bath and Body Works to name the spells in this game?
Alright, that should be good.
It's actually little rocks protecting us from a supernova, so not really.
But what causes the scouring eternity? Is like there's an energy bar on Sarkarath that is gonna get full that we can like start moseying on over the rocks. Is there a trigger for it, or is
I
it
don't
just
think
like he
so.
just
It's
cast
time.
it?
I think it's a timing thing. So,
Okay.
like, the dance of phase 3 is, you know, we get the puddle. Puddle gets resolved, and then I know it's like very shortly after that first puddle that he's gonna start to do that. Because that's how I've been keeping track of it.
All right.
So this stacking that black hole on pillars, soaking.
I was kind of thinking about doing that, but I don't want to be overwhelmed by them. So let's keep trying it this way because I don't.
Those pillars being up do a dot on everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're, I thought if you're in the
want to
radius.
destroy some of them.
Yeah. Let's just destroy them. See.
I'd also like some more movement to be able to duck in and around them easier without being in puddles. Oh.
Move from the fire.
Uh-oh.
What the hell was that? Get her up. Group 1 in the breath.
I put the res out.
Yeah, no, I instantly died.
This, I'll take.
All right, let's wait. Let's just wait. We can't beat out a DPS. No point.
Roman.
Why is Teltharian still here? Didn't we tell him to fuck off?
Wait, what?
I was wondering that myself.
What?
At the entrance, like the Neltharian ghost is still there. It's like,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
we kill him?
Right.
Thank God he turned out to still be an asshole. I couldn't take any more villain redemption. Illidan deserved it. That's fine.
Why?
Neltharian, just a bad guy. It's also fine.
Colin's playing favorites.
Illidan was a scumbag, and he did some really fucked up shit. What are you talking about?
For the greater good.
Oh my god, here we go.
You're just not prepared.
Alright, let's make these run backs quicker, please. Call of Duty Flask.
Oh, fuck.
We got 20 minutes. If you don't have one, it's fine. Let's just go.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, cool. No worries. On your feet. Group 1. Group 2, make sure you've got the debuff removed. You got 40 seconds, so don't rush. Keep an eye on it. Make sure everyone's got it removed.
Roman.
Let's move. Reminder, you've got 25 seconds to remove it, so double check that you have. Alright, put the totem. Tanks, let us know when you're out. No one else leave until then.
No.
Perfect. Manage the breath. Get ready for blossoms, which means ads soon. There they are. And watch your feet for bombs. Only Pat and Pollard. Let's be in the habit of keeping that boss pointed away and no one in front of him, please. Seeing him spin around a lot, that needs to stop. Get ready for more ads. Jeffrey, this is you. And me. Gorgeous deep breath.
Thank you.
Same habit. Let's keep practicing not being in front of the boss, not spinning him around. Bombs coming in 5. Watch your feet. Ah. Okay, good. Alright. Phase 3. Like, I'm gonna go in just to get rid of my stacks, so in
Okay,
there.
and we held hero till after that huge area of effect was gone last time.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get Pug up. Bombs coming out in 5 along with the stack. Prioritize the stack, then bombs. Watch your feet. Everyone out. Get behind.
$22 seconds on res.
Okay.
Oh, what happened there?
Why did it yeet
There's
me
a
in?
bomb.
That was weird.
What happened? There was a bomb?
It knocked back. It knocked me back. It acted as if I wasn't behind one of those formations. Weird.
Well, you also had the bomb on you.